We'll be kings and queens when both our worlds collide. And through eternity, we'll be friends for life. Or even cross the world, 1,000,000 miles wide. And through eternity, we'll be friends for life. 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 We'll be kings and queens when both our worlds collide. And through eternity, we'll be friends for life. Or even cross the world, 1,000,000 miles wide. And through eternity, we'll be friends for life. 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 Friends for life.
Welcome everyone to CookieRun OvenSmash Creator Cup. I'm your host, G-Clef. With me, we have Proxy Wolf here and also CM Micmag. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. I've had the opportunity to play a lot of OvenSmash over the last few days. Super fun. And it's been actually, we've opened it up to a lot of creators, and so everyone is playing. It's constantly gaming. We've had a lot of opportunities to play. The queue time is super short. And I'm hyped for this event. I want to see how the creators actually think of the meta and what they think is the strongest, because we've got a competition on our hands, G-Clef.
Yeah, it's on closed beta right now, so not that many days that creators got to try on their hands.
Indeed. So closed beta started just 2 days ago. Can you believe it? So I'm not sure what kind of gameplays, what kind of strategy we're going to see today. I think the meta is not decided yet. I saw the players practice backstage. They're all trying different cookies, all have different teams. So I think it's going to be pretty crazy today. But you know what? I'm just happy to finally see some OvenSmash action. This game has been in development for so long.
Really?
And it's finally here.
I'm sure you got to see it from inside of the company, so it's been a long time. And for those of you guys watching, I'm sure this title has been the one game that you have been expecting for a long time. It's an exciting time and still in development. Those things might change when it actually comes out for the launching. We don't exactly know when that's going to be, but very exciting times as we also tried the game a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. But before we get into all the overview, we do have a very special person coming up on the stage, so let's get to hear from him first. We do have the CEO from Dev Sisters, Gil-hyun Cho. All users out there, thank you guys for coming. And all the content creators who came down. CookieRun IP holds lots of memories together. And this is a challenging moment where we are going into branching out into an extra territory. And this expansion doesn't just happen with Dev Sisters. We have a lot of players, and everyone came down to the venue and the stage. Everyone on this at the venue helping out. Creator Cup is the first stage, first step for this title to start. And I think it's an important moment where it shows the potential of the game with the broadcast. And I think this Creator Cup will be showing how much fun you can enjoy by playing the OvenSmash. We'll try our best to have your best experiences, or the viewing experience, and also the gaming experience when the game launches. Hopefully you can keep your interest in the game and also enjoy and have fun watching the Creator Cup. And that's a rough translation. Don't have the script, so that's a rough translation, but I made it through, guys.
Yeah,
Good job. You did a good job.
Yeah, I think we got the message.
Micmag and I both speak Korean as well, but G-Clef's Korean is the best out of the three of us, and I think you did it excellently. I think the key point, though, of all of it is just that this is something that obviously they've been working on for a really long time. They're excited to branch out into new territory with this really awesome IP. But also, at the same time, this is an effort that involves everyone. You know, the creators that are playing in this event, the fans who've been playing CookieRun games for over the last few years. We're doing it all together.
Yeah, and you know, this game has been in development for a long time, and we've actually shared info about this game. But I think we are going to have a look at the teams now. So,
yeah, team introduction time already. Before we hit the overview, we have the CookieVengers, like the Avengers, but with the CookieRun.
Yeah, so they're like the OG cast, right? All three together, they are over 35 years of experience playing CookieRun, because they are playing since CookieRun for Kakao. So we have Wapper, Suyeon, and Jongdek. Although they are used to play running. Oh!
Hey! Now that's a content creator on stage.
That's some team synergy as well, right?
Yeah.
Some planning.
they know each other for a very long time, so they might
Oh,
show
they
some really
do.
good
So
synergy
they
today.
might have some extra teamwork when it comes down to the game. So, really next team, Cookie Breaker is team name.
Yeah, so Cookie Breaker, we have Sad TV, Binu, and Beerbird that are entering the stage right now. All players are very strong MOBA kind of players, so they might be really good.
Oh man, that's how we. Oh man, I'm looking forward to all the other teams now.
Well, you know, I think the name also is kind of a play on Castle Breaker, which is, of course, the Korean name for one of our game modes as well.
So we'll have a lot of quarterfinals. We'll have all the teams going up on stage for now. And next team on stage is Roro Kim.
Roro Kim with Cyro, that's going to be a very strong player. He was like super strong testing the game earlier, and he's like here. You can see him like right now on the screen. On the screen, he's going to be really strong today.
Yeah, and Ronalding in the middle, and came out on the right. Another very strong team because Zero, formal gamer, right? I remember him from playing a lot of competitive games.
Yeah, he's the kind of player that you see him show up in multiple different games. He's just got a lot of talent. A lot of players, you know, across multiple esports titles just end up succeeding early on in games like this, and I think Shiro is no exception.
Yeah, let's see what they can pull out on stage because many of them are for a few days only, so this can be a very rough experience for some of those hands. Oh, getting ready for the next team, Zizon Bon Kim.
Yeah, a team with Bonox 2, Zizon Jose, and Ben Kim. So also like some very strong players. They all know a lot about games, and I'm sure they are good. Oh!
This might be the
Nice
best
glass.
walkout ceremony.
Nice
Yeah.
glasses.
The gamer glasses.
Yeah.
Exactly what you need for the dark room.
Some superhero vibes there, perhaps.
Yeah,
Love to see it.
Bonox, current pro player, pro gamer in lots of mobile games.
Yeah.
So we'll see how. See, it seems like we do have some pro gamers in each team almost.
It's a pretty balanced team setup, I would say.
And now we have Brave Fellows. Brave Fellows coming into the stage with Soneng, Gong Gong, and Andy Runner. If you're a CookieRun fan, you probably know Andy Runner. He's been also playing CookieRun games for a very long time, really into Kingdom these days.
Yeah, I'm also a subscriber.
Yeah.
He
Oh, you're a
always,
subscriber.
he always put down coupon codes, so I always go to his YouTube and check out the coupon codes. It's always in his comments.
I mean, he's got to be familiar with all the cookies, of course, across the years. What's his favorite? Do you guys know?
His favorite cookie?
Yeah.
I actually don't know. He always
Good
goes
question.
with the balance. He puts
He
out-
loves all cookies
He
equally.
loves
Yeah.
He loves the strong cookies exactly. For the next team, Team Family, and you guys might see some familiar faces from Team Family. Check them out.
Yeah, so we've got Nat, Ben Team, and Hyrule Legend from
That's
CookieRun Kingdom as well.
right. Oh man.
Very famous creators, if you guys are watching globally, which I assume most of you are, since this is the global stream. So this is definitely going to be one of the fan favorite teams for this stream. We'll see how they can compete against these Korean legends.
Oh man, Wolf and Big Mac. Who would have imagined to have three of them on the same stage in the offline setting? Hyrule, Ben Tim, and also Nat with
Yeah,
Nard.
that's crazy. You know, even I was super excited when I got to meet them today. So yeah, it's going to be a very fun experience today.
Yeah, my heart is also bumping. I've been subscribing to some of them for a long time, but already on to the next team, TN Max, another very strong opponent.
TM Max, yeah, they are like Korean YouTubers, and also in the middle here you have Madeleine Cookie's voice actor.
For Korean language. Oh, that's some
And
nice Ginyu team.
Madeline is my favorite cookie.
Really?
So I'm actually honored to have the Madeline Cookie voice actor here in this Creator Cup.
So you're going to be biased for Namdo?
I'm going to be a little biased, a little small bias.
And by
I
the
think.
way, talking bias, we might be a little biased for the global team tonight.
And let's have a look at the final team, because it's Team Tribe.
No wonder why they're called Team Tribe, because they're from Team Tribe Gaming. As you can tell, OJ Gaming, Ashlyn, Ray on stage.
All right, what do we got?
Protein!
Oh,
That's OJ right there.
That's some muscles right here.
he doesn't need to, he's got to take that hoodie off to show us what he's got. But he will put it back on because it's a little chilly in here.
Oh, we'll see a lot of chili in game 2. So those are the 8 teams that we will have. 2 global teams, total 6 global content creators. So they will be playing a special match also from the quarterfinals. So let's see how far they can actually make it into the finals if they go all the way out.
And of course, take a look at the overview of our tournament. It's happening today, right now.
The entire thing in one day?
Exactly. So we have a single elimination tournament. Starts from quarterfinals. There will be an event match, though, for Battle Royale, which is going to be really fun and exciting.
Exactly.
And then later on, we'll have the quarterfinals and semifinals played as best of 3. All 3 sets are going to be played regardless of the outcome. And the best of 3s will be with best of 3s within them. You can see the sets that we have on the right side for the quarterfinals and semifinals and finals. Castle Crasher, Gold Rush, and Smash Arena. So we will play all 3 map types regardless, even if a team loses both Castle Crasher and Gold Rush, they will still play that 3rd Smash Arena game.
Oh, yes. So, very important rule, no duplicate cookies on the same team. So, like, Team Wolf can't have the same cookie.
My team can't have 3 Madeline cookies.
Oh. You would love to, but that's not allowed.
Such a shame, though.
That's exactly why it's not allowed. And Micmac, we might see Madeline Cookie on both sides, but it just can't be on the same team.
Exactly, yeah. And I'm also glad that each set is going to be a different game mode, so you guys are going to be able to see like all 3 different game modes today, starting with Castle Crasher. Then we're going to have Gold Rush and also Smash Arena.
So that's going to be the 3 big modes. Before that, we will have a couple games, 3 games to be exact. So Battle Royale, which we will mix up the teams a little bit because you can't just have one team going in because
not enough players, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really fit the exact number of players.
So basically, in other words, normally the Battle Royale will have 10 players, but our Battle Royale will have 8 players participating.
And champion will get 3 million Korean won. Yes, not USD, so don't be
cash
confused.
money.
Don't be confused. And for set number 4 and 5, that only comes in for the final, so we will explain that once again when that comes. So that's about the format. So we get to play almost everything that's released in-game so far that you can enjoy for the closed beta.
Yeah,
exactly. And I'm really looking forward to see many different cookies. I know the team also have to switch their roster between each matches. So we are going to see a lot of different combinations today.
So they cannot play it twice, so they do have to switch a lot of cookies. So that's why you have to have some teams prepared for the next game and so on.
That's right. So you won't be able to just run the same comp throughout the entire tournament.
That won't be fun.
Which, if we found an optimal composition, then everyone would just run the same one. So it's way more fun this way. Here's the event match. Of course, we already showed you the content creators that are playing in this tournament, but they're split into 3 groups here. So you can see which ones are going to be battling against each other. We're going to have 3 different battle royales with these different groups. And it's going to be 3 rounds of 3 matches. So, like was mentioned before, normally in the actual game, you have 10 players in Battle Royale.
Yep.
The way we have it set up, we're going to have two administrators setting up the games and then leaving. So it'll actually just be an 8-person battle, which isn't normally how it works in the real game.
Also, there should be some more space for the players to actually move around a little bit.
That's true. That's going to be very interesting. And can you have a look at Group 1? We already have OG Gaming, Hyrule Legend, and also Syro, which is a pro player, really strong player, and I can't wait to see how these 3 people are going to, or these 3 players are going to play.
Yeah, it is the group of death, I think.
Yeah, like
for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, also got
so strong.
Syro, Waffle. Suneng's also a very strong player too.
Waffle practiced a lot. Like he said, like so you can play beta since exactly like 48 hours ago. He said he played over 30 hours.
How's that possible?
Yeah, he basically didn't sleep.
So he didn't sleep.
Yeah.
He played game while eating, right?
Yeah.
On the bathroom too.
Yeah.
So we got 2 global players per group. So we got Hyrule Legend, OJ Gaming going on first, and then Bentim, Ashlyn, and last group, Nat and Ray.
Yep.
So we got 2 global players going on for each group. I wonder, what are some of the best cookies that you guys try for the Battle Royale? Do you remember both?
I mean, for me, when I played actually in an offline event that we had, a little LAN party, I ended up getting top 3 with Madeline Cookie, which is when I fell in love with Madeline Cookie. But I feel like because he can engage from so far away, you can kind of farm it up. He's very tanky, and then you can engage. If you find a cookie that's low, you can go in and try to finish them off. So I like that extra mobility.
That was me. You got me over there. I remember that. And you also got me in one of the games.
Indeed.
I was trying to
remember
hide in the bushes, but these guys just come after me. And it was really fun. And after you have to get like you have to collect power-ups and HP. I remember.
Yeah, and so just like for you guys at home watching, we tried the game like a few weeks ago, right? There was like a LAN party, but the balance changed a little bit since
Yeah,
then. So
it did.
these days in Battle Royale, that's kind of like a secret, but I think that strawberry crepe cookie is very strong.
Also, big crappy cookie.
Yeah, in Battle Royale. So
Really?
I'm going to have a look to see like if players
Yeah.
are actually using her.
I actually
But yeah.
thought, like, I thought that she would be really difficult to play because when you engage, you go in,
Yeah.
and then you're kind of stuck, you know. So if you have to know exactly, you have to calculate really well if you can go in and actually secure that crumble. Otherwise, you're not necessarily going to be able to get out.
Yeah, that's why you hit the target and it gives like a mini stun to the opponent
Yeah.
player, right? So you get the first hit. It's really rough because if you miss, it's on a cooldown, and because you don't really have other mobility
Yeah.
skills, you can't really close the gap if you're playing against range.
Indeed, yeah.
So some of the cookies, a lot longer range, some shorter range. Sometimes you have movement, sometimes you don't have to escape. So we'll explain all that because we have lots of games to play today. I'm pretty sure we can go over, I believe it's 16 cookies total right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
16 playable cookies in the beta.
That's what I have right here.
Yeah, we have some common, some rare, and also some epic. No other like legendary or ancient yet. And also the balance from a few weeks ago, it did change.
Yeah, it did change.
A lot
But
from what I remember.
In Battle Royale, like what kind of cookies do you usually play in Battle Royale? You use more tanky cookies, right?
Yeah.
Because you want to survive, right?
Yes. And I think when you consider all the different cookies that can engage from far away that are melee and get on top of you, when you're playing in Battle Royale, it could be kind of disastrous because you could be trying to layer some damage in, but you can't necessarily secure that kill. And then you're kind of running away, and then somebody else is flanking you, and you only have one mobility option. If you're playing ranged, I find it to be a lot more challenging. It can work. If you can stack a bunch of power-ups, you become incredibly powerful later on. But I do think that playing some of the tankier cookies, which have about double the health as the other ones, is probably the optimal strategy for me.
I felt like more HP is just better because you can run away, but you end up meeting other players right next to you too.
Yeah, basically what I do is I try to go for second or third place. You know, I just hide in the bushes with a sniper or something, and then I go up. I try to survive as long as possible. And are we going to have the first game right now?
Oh, I think we're getting ready for
yeah.
our first group.
For Group 1.
Oh, yes. We got 4 on the other side. Set TV, Bonox, Shiro, Wapo, I think, War. And we should be seeing Hyrule and OJ on the other side. There we go. And we got Mingmo, Suneng, Hyrule, and OJ Gaming. I feel slightly biased for the global.
Yeah.
I mean,
Global
I'm down
side
to
a
be a
little
little.
bit
I'm
today.
down to be a little biased. Yeah, I'm down.
Because Korean side, they got a lot more players tonight.
Yeah, indeed, yeah. So, but I don't know. Like they came for a very, they came a very long way, right, all the way from North America. So
Oh,
I don't
do you
know.
still have jet lag?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know exactly when they came. So let's see if they're able to show their best.
I
game
think
today.
also like this group is super stacked. I think if you don't end up performing well here, like no one's gonna judge you.
Indeed, yeah.
It looks like we're loading in to
Yep.
the very first one. And look at that, Mingmo slam Madeline Cookie.
Oh, really?
Can you see OJ is playing strawberry crepe actually?
Oh, he's a knower.
We got some jerky cookie and lots of variety.
So in Battle Royale, there's a bunch of power-ups you can pick up, speed, HP, and they're all clustered in the center. So you can play safe and stay on the outside and collect these power-ups and kind of slowly become stronger, try not to engage with anyone. Or you can go straight for the middle, greed for all those power-ups.
Exactly. And you need to hit those chests and cards 4 times
Yeah.
to collect them. Oh, already a fight in the middle.
Wapple with Fruit Punch actually, interesting choice because Fruit Punch is actually used to, you know, when you have synergy with your team.
Yeah,
so-
it's kind of a frontliner.
yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly tank. Maybe he wants to stay in the bush. And you can pick up these cards. You see that on the middle, down. There's a giant, vampirism, and a couple of others. That's random in game.
Exactly. So when you pick those cards up, you actually have the choice of what you want to choose and when you want to activate them. They're very powerful and also quite rare.
Oh, that damage! The
Yeah,
sphere from the
Yeah, coming out.
Hyrule.
Can you see Wapple wants to go for the box, but there are so many opponents. He's really careful right now.
Oh, Sunning got knocked out. Only 7 remaining now.
Oh, OJ Gaming take out Soneng.
Okay, here we go.
You got Shrink and Vampirism. And as you can see, the line gets smaller every single second.
It's really tricky to use Fruit Punch Cookie's ultimate efficiently in Battle Royale as well. So we'll see how he uses it.
The walls are really shrinking, and we are going to see some action really soon. I think all players are still very careful.
Hyrule in the
Hyrule
middle!
going in.
Oh man! With the ultimate!
Hyrule!
Oh! Gets knocked down! And there was someone
Hyrule is
else!
right. out.
It's a trade. They're both out.
Yeah, there was someone else right next to him.
And he popped the giant and also his ultimate, but still goes down.
Wappo with 30 power-ups. Mingmo with 32 though. There's the ultimate. Oh, running away?
Wappo gonna try to
Wappo's
regen.
not
He has-
engaging.
yeah, he needs to regen and look for some more power-ups here. See what he can find.
Let's see the
Gets
card.
cards.
Oh, Giant Vampires. I think like these two are one of the best.
I think Vampirism is probably what he wants here, so he can sustain a little bit more in the fight.
If you go Giant, your attack range gets big.
But
You can hit
also
a lot
your
more.
hitbox gets bigger as well, so it's a little bit easier for enemies to attack you.
There's someone else in the bush. We'll just roll away.
Two fights at the
OJ
same
Gaming!
time.
Can he survive?
Oh, there's one
here?
more on the
That's going
bottom!
to be tough. He's running away.
Special skill on
Oh
cooldown!
no! OJ Gaming is
OJ's out.
Only
Sad
4
TV.
remaining.
Sad TV.
Wapple is super strong. He got so much power up, but
Oh!
no!
Sad TV!
Sad TV and nowhere!
And Shiro comes in for
Zero.
the hell. 1v1!
Zero is huge.
Mingmo,
Zero Mingmo. And
40 power-ups.
they both have almost the same amount of power-ups.
Ice pop.
Ult cooldown 15 seconds here for Shiro, but look who has it. Mingmo has it, but he actually doesn't hit Shiro with it. 8 seconds on this ultimate for Shiro. He's winning the fight.
Oh, you have to be careful. Mingmo also going very low. Getting
Mingmo!
healed.
Mingmo
Oh,
for the win!
Mingmo takes the first group win.
And you know
And
who
it's
else
a win
wins
with
it?
Madeleine
That's
Cookie!
right. Madeline Cookie wins, just like I said, G-Clef. Wow! Madeline Cookie's super strong in this mode, even though he didn't hit the ultimate.
All right.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, ultimate.
Cutthroat.
GG right there. I thought a lot of the players will actually wait until the line actually closes in, but the battle was on. Too bad Hyrule and OJ got knocked out pretty early. That was okay.
Wow, Mingmo already showing some really strong gameplay right here.
Yeah, really cautious play as well. Very, very calculated. Saved his ultimate for the final fight, even though it didn't quite connect. I think the way he was looking for it too. It's got a long channel time, so it is difficult to land in those 1v1 situations.
Yeah, even if the range is pretty big, the opponent can also see where Madeline is going to come down. So
Yeah,
Indeed, yeah.
it's easy to dodge in that moment. So
yeah, you can really see the landing area.
yeah, as you guys can see, Battle Royale pretty quick in game in terms of speed and time, and also how fast it shrinks down to the center.
Yeah, it's a fast-paced game mode. You definitely are going to be getting through it pretty quickly, and there's not a lot of like hiding or like stalling out of the game. So I quite like that.
Yeah, that was a really cool game. Will they get to try a few different cookies this time?
Oh, and they all have like really nice hoodies with their team. So you can see OJ,
Oh,
here
OJ.
with the DJ Mia.
Yeah, DJ
which is
Mia.
the global team, right?
And all their
Oh.
phones have their names on the back of it as well.
Nice.
Yeah, really nice display of
Nice touch.
which teams they're actually in. Okay, we're going into the second one.
All
Let's see who wins this time. Hyrule, OJ, rooting for you too.
See what cookies they're going to be running this second time around as well.
Yeah.
And will Mingmo be able to defend his title after winning the first Battle Royale?
That would really be something, wouldn't it?
Yeah, to win twice in a row is extremely unlikely.
Few more cherries this time.
Mimo is going with
Oh my
dark chocolate
God.
this time.
OJ with chili pepper.
Chili Pepper
Assassin
is
mode on.
crazy. She has so much damage output.
We got rye cookie, dark chocolate cookie, some of the cookies we haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
I think we saw Rye Cookie actually win in the LAN party as well. Very strong, lots of damage output, as you guys will soon see.
Hyrule is rocking Madeleine Cookie this time.
So Cherry Cookie is kind of skill shot based, so your attack you have to aim. So you can see the aim coming there. Does a ton of damage, but you have to land those hits. And it does area of effect damage, of course, as well.
Yeah, Shiro using the shrink card early on. Must have picked up the center.
It makes it much more difficult for other players to hit you.
Exactly.
Oh, the poison cloud. What?
Ooh,
Oh, okay.
And
that was
Hyrule
actually-
already
Oh, Sonic!
taking down Sonic.
Madeline Cookie strikes again,
Hey,
guys.
21 power-ups already.
Wow.
That's huge.
That was so fast. How
Yeah.
did he get there?
Well, I think part of it just getting the elimination there and taking some of those power-ups from the elim, really helping out.
OJ, keeping distance. That's chilly, right? You poke a little bit and then just dive in with
Yeah.
the ultimates and
Yeah.
the movement.
You can also disengage if you feel like you don't like the situation, has range damage.
Wapple with Ice Pop. Ice Pop that's just available from today in the beta test. But Wapple is already rocking it.
Yeah, brave choice. Does have the ability to deflect with its normal attack.
OJ with the special. Just
OJ kind of
Jumped
looking
out.
to prey maybe on Wapple here. He's got way more power-ups than Wapple does.
yeah, Ice Pop.
Oh,
Oh, that does a lot more damage than I thought. Oh, Dark
Very
Choco missing
dangerous.
the
Yeah,
ult.
missing the ultimate. Big
and
whiff.
OJ is out. It looks like Hyrule took it out. Took him out actually.
Oh no, in a really nice spot here. Drop the turret. Wapple may be able to turn this around though.
Got the knockback card. But Hyrule. Oh, knocked him out of the range.
Bono's
First
regen.
chance.
He's back to full health.
It's really important to get that space so you're not trapped between the two.
Okay, you got
Which
the card.
card?
Shockwaves.
Shockwave.
Shockwaves for
Whoa.
sure here, I think.
Yeah, he goes for it.
Already uses it.
He still has his ultimate available as well, so he has both an escape and an engage tool here, and he has 7,000 health. He's stacked so much health.
Exactly. So he's taking the damage, but surviving.
Bono
A lot
using
more
his
fight over
turret
here.
really well. Sad.
Santiv is
He's
still alive
stuck!
with Rai, but no!
And Shiro picked up all the power-ups.
Oh my god, that's huge for Shiro.
How many does he have? 50 now?
It's okay, there's 3 players left. Bono's just trying to operate on this turret right now on the edge and collect any power-ups that
52.
spawn.
Oh my god.
Shiro.
7,000 HP.
Here's the ult from Madeline Cookie. Hyrule going in.
Hyrule might be going for the second place.
Bono gets pushed out, but doesn't take too much damage.
Almost. Getting healed back.
Hyrule's healing up. Hyrule's healing up. They're not attacking him.
Oh, and Shiro's looking really good right now with 52 power-ups.
1v1. Hyrule, can you take this?
Goes for the dash. He just doesn't have that much health. Speed.
Shiro's
Oh, the
looking
card
so
healed
strong
back
now.
up. The HP is not too close.
Oh, it's going to be very difficult for Hyrule, but he's not out of it yet.
Oh, and
down he
Shiro
goes.
takes the second game. Oh, that was close. Hyrule almost had it, but the card healing the opponent back up. Shiro wins the second. So first, Shiro, I believe, got the second
Yeah,
place in our
he was
first game too.
second just before and now first, so really,
He's
really
definitely,
nicely done by
definitely looking
Shiro.
like the top dog right now,
So
for
fruit,
sure.
fruit Punch looking like one of the better Cookie for the Battle Royale mode so far, or is it just the pilot?
Or
is it just Shiro just playing really well?
is it Madeline that's the strongest cookie?
Come
Got
on.
first place in
Are
the
you gonna-
first round, second place in the second round.
Okay, are you just going to be doing that all day?
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna be I'm just gonna keep doing it, especially once I found out the voice actor series. He's probably gonna watch this back. You know?
Oh yeah, that's certainly is going to be. So Mingmo taking the first game and Shiro taking the second. Oh,
I'm not sure what place Mingmo ended up getting this second round.
I think we
around.
didn't really see this time, yeah.
Yeah, I think Mingmo got knocked out pretty early.
Probably
Yeah,
on the first
probably.
3 or so.
yeah,
It
when
looked like.
we had like a double kill happening. So some of the other cookies we haven't seen too much. We haven't seen peach cookie yet. I don't think peppermint not yet. Latte.
Yeah, there's some cookies that you probably don't really want to play in Battle Royale, especially if you're an experienced player, because some of the supportive cookies like Peppermint aren't going to get that much value when you're simply looking to damage, not to actually heal. So that would be not be an optimal cookie to lock in.
Yeah, you don't have your teammates to
Yeah.
heal. So that's peppermint cookie that we'll get to see in the other modes for sure. So getting ready for the third game. Are you excited for any other cookies to pop up this game, Big Mac?
I want to see if Dark Choco can get really far. Do you remember during the LAN party, Dark Choco was super strong,
Yeah.
but it doesn't seem to be shining yet
Not
today.
yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I do think Dark Choco is 100% up there in terms of Battle Royale cookies for the late game.
I got crushed.
And OJ Gaming going to be locking it in here.
Oh, hey, double
and some
peppermint.
peppermints.
Peppermint,
Is this real?
interesting.
All right, let's
Wow.
see. Is there some new peppermint tech
Who
that
is
we haven't
playing
discovered?
Peppermint? We have Wapple?
Wapple.
We have one peppermint.
Wapple.
Two peppermint. And
No,
also-
no. Shiro is playing Blue Slushy.
Okay.
Blue Slushy and Wapple with
Yeah.
Peppermint.
Similar color, but very different cookies. As we do have Sunning playing Madeline Cookie,
we
so
have-
I've got my eye on him, of course.
And Sad TV playing Latte.
And can you see that Mingmo is actually playing Jerky Cookies? So maybe we can see some Jerky Cookie action right now.
Jerky Cookie seems really good if you get to the very end, because when the arena gets smaller, you can hit those big stickies and
Yeah.
start doing damage.
You got to survive until then.
And here is Peach. Bonox. And you can have these like mini dashes. That's the basic, right?
Yeah, the basic attack does send you forward, so it's easy to chase.
And
Yeah,
getting
Pe-
some range pokes.
Peach Cookie is quite easy to play. I like
Oh,
Peach
even
Cookie.
using the ultimate, going for the kill?
Oh, already? Really?
Madeline with the escape attempt.
But nice escape. Ah.
Can you? Suneng! Suneng!
But
Can
it's
you?
Shiro
But the fruit
that's
punch is
saving-
coming!
Oh,
High roll!
oh,
High roll's
high
here!
roll!
High roll's here!
He stole the kill too.
Yeah.
Oh, and using the ultimate! Oh,
Big
man!
knock up. I don't know if he can
Oh,
actually
but the
continue
attack
to
up!
fight. Yeah, I don't
Shiro
think
got
he
the
can
attack
fight.
up!
She was in a way better position here. I think Hyrule Legend needs to go and
Yeah.
regen.
The disengage
runs away.
timing was incredible there.
Mimo gonna pick up some power-ups here. He's sitting on 44 right now. On this really good late game pick. At least so we think of the Jerky here.
How did that happen so quickly?
As OJ's really low.
Yeah, so it has to go away. Usually the Dark Choco would actually go in range.
Wow.
Oh, it's stolen away.
Okay, gonna use his ultimate here, but not really getting much out of it. Just gonna have to lurk, I think, and hope for the best. Shockfield.
Yeah, got some of the cards.
Shockfield has good synergy with Dark Choco, so see what he can do with it.
Ultimate on, Zero!
Oh, can Zero survive? No, Zero is out.
Hyrule Legend in
Bonox
trouble as
too.
well. Hyrule Legend in big trouble.
Hyrule came in for the third, but didn't get much out of it.
But he got away, it looks like.
4 cookies left.
Oh, is OJ chasing down Hyrule?
Didn't quite secure the limb, but Bono will.
OJ's still there though.
Yeah, Hyrule couldn't really find the space. 3 cookies remaining. Bonox,
Mingmo,
Mingmo.
Bonox.
Mingmo 59!
And OJ. OJ, they are going.
OJ went for the
Oh!
snipe! Can you?
OJ is still there.
With
OJ
27?
got this, I think. I
With
think he's
27
got it.
power
Can
up?
he do it? Bonox is very low on health.
Oh!
OJ does it with Dark Choco.
OJ gets him.
OJ
He makes a dark
Gaming!
cookie, and he lurked until the end. He looked like he was in
Wow.
danger multiple times there. Picked up the shockwave.
Coming from behind, he had so little power
Yeah.
at some point.
That's super impressive because, like you said, he was low on power-ups, picked up the shockwave. He was hiding on the edge. He only had 2 eliminations there, so he wasn't the guy who was popping off and taking names. He was biding his time and finding the right opportunity.
That was incredible. Exactly when the other two thought, okay, this guy's got no power-ups, he can't fight me, and then they started doing 1v1.
And I mentioned earlier that because the walls come in, there's not a whole lot of stalling or anything like that, but you can look for opportunistic plays, and that's exactly what we saw from OJ there. Really quite a nice showing.
And he actually took the win with Dark Choco.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, that was incredible. Oh,
Really nicely done by
pride
OJ.
of the global, at least getting 1 game. I think that was well-deserved. And also, Hyrule Legend also coming very close, got
Yeah.
1 second. So I
He
can
did so well as well.
Yeah, so global players certainly putting out a show.
Yeah.
So far, I like it. I like it so far. So
And no repeat champion across 3 rounds there.
Indeed.
So a unique player
That
won
too.
every time.
and also unique Cookie, except for
yeah.
did Fruit Punch win twice?
No, it was
I don't think
Madeline.
so, right?
Madeline, Fruit Punch,
and
Dark
then
Choco.
Dark Choco. All melee somehow.
All melee, all
Maybe the higher HP cookies
All
are doing a
tanky is
little
kind of
better,
like-
a little better for
yeah.
the Battle Royale. We've seen some range like Blue Slushy doing some work, but sometimes it's not coming clutch.
Yeah, I guess.
It's hard when you get to the end because you're a little bit limited on how much damage you can actually put out. Well, you don't have a lot of space because the advantage of ranged over melee is that like you can shoot far and they have to run to you. But when you can't run away and you can't shoot
Right,
far,
it's
you're kind of
shrinking, right?
eventually
Oh,
you're
yes.
kind of locked against the wall, so it can be very challenging to win. I
Yeah.
don't think it's impossible though.
Yeah, we've seen those moments where you throw those range, but they're rocks. You can just hide behind it. But
Indeed,
some of the melee characters, they actually do damage.
through?
Yeah, goes through. So I think that's one of the big benefits.
And Cherry Cookie, for example, can also do damage through walls because of the bounce or the AoE damage that actually comes out when you bounce with your attack. So there are ways. Some abilities also shoot through walls. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But terrain does play a huge effect in OvenSmash.
Yeah, so some of those Cookie who just got into closed beta, I'm pretty sure you're leveling up very hard right now as we speak. But all of these players have level 10, everything unlocked. So especially for special attack and ultimate, you can choose between a stronger with longer cooldown or weaker or less range with shorter cooldown, right?
Yeah, indeed, yeah. And you were talking about Cherry Cookie. I believe if Cherry Cookie could actually be very good in the end game with AoA covering like all of the remaining
ultimate?
path, you know?
Ultimate is so
I mean,
much
the ultimate
damage.
basically covers almost the entirety of that final square,
Yeah.
as well as just the AoE damage that she can provide. You know, if there's 3 people left, she's not fighting the melees,
Yeah.
just dropping the damage in and finishing them off. Again, like tricky to pull off, but definitely feels viable.
It's
Yeah.
literally called Huge Cherry Bomb.
Oh yeah.
It's in the name.
Yeah, it's really easy to hit, but it does tons of damage, and I'm pretty sure we'll see a lot more cherries coming off on the other modes, not just in here too.
Yeah, for sure.
I think she is going to be one of the most played cookies today.
Oh, really?
That's
We're
my
going
prediction.
back on Madeline now, right? One step back.
Well, I mean, I think Battle's the best, but I don't know if necessarily everyone's going to feel the same way as me. As we're in Group 2 now, so we have a whole new set of 8 creators here that we're going to have 3 rounds of.
Yeah, we have BNTV, Jose, Ronating, and Suhan. And the other 4 we have here, Nam Do-hyung, Kong Kong, and Ben Tim 1, and Ashlyn, 2 global players on the right, as we can see. Let's see if we can pull off some. Maybe if we can grab, if the global players can grab 2 wins out of the 3, that would be fantastic.
I'm going to bet that Nam Do-hyung, you can see here, is going to play Madeleine Cookie, being the voice actor for Madeleine
As
Cookie.
he should.
As he should.
Yeah, he was always the Korean voice actor for the CookieRun Oven Break and also the Kingdom
yeah,
too, right?
yeah.
So he's always. So if he goes against Madeline Cookie, what happens?
Well, he understands Madeline Cookie really well, so he knows how to beat Madeline Cookie.
But
He
is he
understands
okay-
the weaknesses.
But is he allowed to hit that Madeline Cookie though? Or will he just route away?
He's like, I'm the true Madeline Cookie. All right, let's see. Let's see if he's locked it in here. And yes, he has.
Yeah, he
yes.
has Madeleine. He has Madeleine Cookie. Ben Team rocking Tiger Lily
Yeah,
Cookie.
Tiger Lily Cookie. I'm
Interesting.
really, really interested. We saw it in our first round. It didn't work out very well, but curious to see if it works out better here this time around.
Tiger Lily got another ice pop that we have from Ronading. Got speed up for the card first.
Yeah, I do think Ice Pop is really tricky to play, but I think with high mastery can be very strong.
I think you have to do really well with the charge ups.
And the ultimate as well is very, very powerful. You can lock somebody down completely, or multiple players down completely.
BNTV.
With string cheese. Interesting to see string cheese Cookie here. Again, kind of a ranged character, but maybe if you stack up these turrets, it can become good at the end.
Yeah, string
Yeah.
cheese, because you do a lot of bullets, it's easier to open up the chest.
Yeah, that's true. And I also think that with String Cheese, you probably want to try to look for some eliminations early to start getting other people's power-ups, because if you just bide your time, you will just get run down by melees like we were talking about. So I think he will probably have to play aggressively.
Yeah, you can't stack multiple cards, so sometimes you just
Ashlyn?
go down and Nam Do-hyung.
Ashlyn going after Nam Do-hyung.
Oh, Madeline Cookie.
Nam Do-hyung trying to
getting
escape,
low,
but
out of the zone. First to be eliminated.
Oh, unfortunate for my favorite. Another Madeline Cookie down.
But Ashlyn really chased him out of bounds right here.
Yeah. And you take damage, of course, the longer you're out of bounds, so
Yeah.
it
Well,
was
you can
only a
go-
matter of time.
Well, you can still go outside and grab those items.
Absolutely.
For sure.
If you do it strategically. This is looking a little tough here for Suhyun at the
Yeah,
moment.
this barrier blocks a lot of the incoming damage to Fruit Punch.
Yeah. TV going for Giant. Big, big string cheese damage. Actually, really empowers the gun.
Oh, Ronan took
wow!
full damage straight on!
And
Wow.
ulted string cheese too, and actually
beating
put it very
damage.
low.
And Ben Team still going strong with Tiger Lily. Incredible.
Look, because of the turret, he has like an extra space on his own.
Yeah, now also shrinking, so harder to hit. Just can hide here, play around the turret. Actually look for unsuspecting big potentially.
Kong Kong. Oh, Street is a lot more damage than I thought.
I think the other players really need to focus on destroying these turrets, because if they accumulate throughout the game, it's going to be very difficult for them.
Yeah, and it just allows string cheese to keep getting more and more powerful.
Oh, actually, only with 9.
Yeah, but still in a nice position here. Because Bin took a ton of damage, not going for the opportunity there.
Yeah, looking for the chance. Special attack cooldown seems to be fast.
Oh, just out!
Kong 61 power up.
Yeah, that was a ton of power he just picked up there from that limb. And now being here,
He's alone.
just playing to the center.
4 keys remaining.
It really looks like Binu TV is in control, but Kong Kong has a lot of power-ups.
Yeah, and Beat TV only has so much they can fire with their Gatling gun, so timing is going to be important.
Ben looking for the spear.
Turret straight in the center, but it's instantly deleted. The
Oh,
Beat is
Kong
so
Kong
much
is
damage!
down health!
Oh, the knockback.
Kong Kong is going to out!
Got the 3
Eliminated!
damage. 3 remaining. Bean should have this. Ashley!
TV.
Ashley, can you do it?
Oh,
86 HP!
Oh!
Ashlyn! With barely any power-ups.
With strawberry crap!
Yeah, the strawberry crit seems so wrong.
Wow.
I mean, I think your initial prediction of this Cookie was going to be very powerful in Battle Royale definitely came through. And that's about as efficient as it gets in terms of power-ups. Another one of those opportunistic plays didn't go in, because had the opportunity when we were down to 4 to actually use the ability to go in and look for the limb, but just stay back.
Be a little salty about that loss.
Salty. It was very close. I actually think the string cheese play though was pretty clean.
It was.
But the global team is going really strong right now. It's OJ taking last game and Ashley now. And they're in the same team, aren't they?
Let's say they took it back to back. Okay.
Wow.
That was really close because
also with like a little bit less preparation, of course, you know, coming into this.
they have to fly in.
Flying
so
in.
less time to play the actual game.
Just showcasing some incredible skills. Having a chat with Bin Tim.
Yeah, wasn't that the perfect play? Because since you're lacking power up, you just have to wait, sit a little more.
Yeah.
Let's see which cookies we get to see in the second game of Group 2.
Game number 2. We have two cherry cookies actually.
Okay, I'm really curious to see if someone could win Battle Royale with Cherry.
Kong Kong actually here.
Oh, hey, Namdo is playing Dark Choco. He's off
He's
Valorant
on the
now.
dark side. He's joined the dark
He
side.
joined the dark side. Dark Choco goes even darker in Kingdom. And Binu off to Rye Cookie. Another range.
Yeah,
Seems like he
really
likes
long
range
range.
cookies.
Yeah. You've got Jason Jose running string cheese, Ronalding with fruit punch as well.
Going for Namdo.
Oh, Namdo is in trouble.
Namdo, oh, that
Straight on.
doesn't look good, but he escapes actually.
Yeah, pretty early game still.
Yeah.
He gets zoned away from a lot of these power-ups though, so even though he survives here, he's not going to be feeling good about it.
Yeah, those chests do respawn. Don't exactly know how long it takes, but they do respawn after. Those kills are just from observers.
Yeah.
We start with those 2 kills.
That's right.
Observers going out early, and then we're remaining 8 still alive as we said. Oh, Cherry Cookie evading that damage.
I'm really curious to see if Cherry can survive for long enough to be
notice-
deadly in endgame.
Notice the cooldown on Cherry Cookie's ability to the left, because that's the escape that she has.
Yeah.
And when that's down, she is going to be vulnerable, and I think the other players will be keeping an eye on that as well. Obviously, they can't see the exact timer, but they can keep in their mind when she jumps away that she doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really cool. As Madeline's ultimate now was out. Still got the stun and also shrink from Season Jose.
Okay, holding onto his turret as well, wants to use it really strategically. Is Namdo Hyung in trouble again?
Ben Tim
doesn't
also
look
stuck in the
good.
middle. Ben,
And Ashlyn is out of it already.
Ronalding taking out both
Oh!
at the
And
same
Ben Tim.
time.
Wow, both at the same time, just walks up and says, "Thank you very much."
Yeah, that's Battle Royale sometimes.
Wow!
You're not
Bino-
playing 1v1.
Bino stacked a lot of power-ups, sitting on 33 at the moment, but Ronalding might just run away with this. He's got speed power-ups here as well, as you can see how quickly he's running.
Yeah,
he
shrink.
is zipping around.
Yeah, with shrink you can move so much faster. But your attack range also gets shrinked.
Kong Kong is just slow playing so far, has 20 power-ups. Look at how much damage he does.
Yeah, Cherry does so much. Oh, ice pop. No escape now.
Still 5 players in it though, that's a lot. The map is getting really, really small right now.
Yeah, we're really starting to get down to the thick of things now.
Kong Kong is trying to hide with Cherry Cookie, can you see that?
Yeah, Fruit Punch, can you explain
Hey,
why he's stacking there?
I mean, Fruit Punch is getting incredibly strong right now and gets a knock-up here.
Ooh,
and
good
just
damage.
the HP stacking is so heavy. It's 7,000 HP. You just win every trade.
Wow.
See you later, Soohyun. I don't know if he could be defeated. They have to focus him down.
Yeah, oh, he's going outside to gain more power-ups.
To get all these items, that's really nice.
And Binu here just trying to play on the edge, looking for the big
Oh, the
shot.
stun!
Wow! With Rye Cookie, but now it doesn't have the
1v1.
ultimate.
Oh, there's no way, right?
There's no way.
There's
This
no
is done.
way.
This is done.
Fruit Punch! Oh, he's just going wild at it! So hit me if you want. Oh, but if you have the card...
Oh, maybe with
Oh,
the
Binu
card.
got the card!
Maybe with the
Binu
card.
got the card!
What is it?
Binu got the card!
Oh! Got the stun.
That
Got the
was
stun, but it's not enough.
close,
It was
though.
actually closer than I thought it was going
Oh.
to be. Ronalding crushing it, though. Making it look easy. Stacking the health. And obviously the punch gives you a little bit of knockback. And if you play it right, you can disable the enemy, stop them from acting. But
Nicely done. And Rye Cookie still making it to the final 2.
yeah, so we have quite a big diversity of cookies finding success so far in our first 4 matches.
Yeah. Battle Royale, I thought the range was just not as strong, but turns out if you have the right momentum, if you can play it right on the map,
Then you
actually
can almost
survive.
win.
Almost win. Not pulling out all the way at the end, but that's already pretty good. So no. I think Namdo got some signs from the Korean casters saying no more Dark Choco Cookie. You have to play Madeline.
He's had a bit of a rough start here for sure, but you can always bounce back. I myself was also like eliminated second, I think, in one of the matches I played on stage.
It
happens.
It feels rough if you're stuck in between two players, left and right. You feel the pressure.
But I think everyone is really going for it. There is no like huge mistakes. They're all like super focused. So
Absolutely.
It's really difficult to perform
Oh, certainly,
well.
certainly. Okay, the third and last game for Group 2.
Okay,
Blue Slushy, Peach, Latte.
Ben team with a fruit punch.
Jerky coming out again as well.
So we're seeing some more range cookies popping in now.
Namdoyoung with jerky.
Peppermint is so tricky. I want to see how Suyeon does with the Peppermint as well. Eyes on Ronading after that very satisfying win.
Yeah, Binu, Latte. The basic attack spreads
Yeah,
left and right.
Peppermint is not a cookie that you expect to see in Showdown, but maybe like going for the heal to survive like difficult situations.
Ah.
Yeah, the ultimate as well, if you drop it on top, does damage to the little CC and also will heal you. So I could see an angle potentially. It's tricky though.
Putting down the barrier, but won't take as much damage.
Oh, and Ben team using Foot Punch ultimate to survive here.
Well, for now at least.
Oh wow!
For the third party!
And Peach Cookie here from Dijon Jose to take Ben team out.
Oh, this is... And the Latte Cookie!
Oh, the heal is big. And Kong Kong says he's out of there. He's not getting involved in that. Ronading's going to steal the kill.
And pick up all the power-ups.
Actually, really huge for Ronading to get all those power-ups. Maybe a ranged cookie could get it done.
I think we have a lot more range cookie left now.
Okay, here's the jerky cookie from Namdo Hyung. This is his best performance so far.
Yes, using the power-up, using the card before picking up another. That's usually what happens if you don't like the card in your hand, right?
Yeah.
We've got a shock field here. Sticky trap.
Shockfield works really well with Dark Choco and the ultimates. A lot of burst damage.
And you can just click on the card and use it. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's just in your inventory. You can choose when you want to use it.
Yeah, just like that. You just tap it and you use it.
It's always good to save it for critical moments, right?
Ronading in a position to maybe get the back-to-back.
Okay, sticky and knockback. Ronading might be looking for a double.
Oh,
there's the whale.
Peppermint ult.
The whale here.
Yeah, you also get the small knockback, right?
Yeah, a little knockback. It does heal your allies, so that's why it's more of a team-based cookie, but...
Oh, still hiding in the bush.
Kong Kong looking strong right now.
Oh, Dark
with
Choco.
30 power up.
Ashlyn.
So yeah, with very few power-ups though, just kind of biding their time. Is Ronading looking for a bit of a trade? I think Ronading right now in prime position. Again, 40 power-ups picked up.
You can also shoot through the bush because you're ranged to check if there is enemy or not.
And the ultimate is really powerful at clearing areas, especially when the stage starts getting smaller.
It is. Oh, jumped right onto Dark Choco.
Ooh,
Ronading
really
in
risky.
trouble.
Namdo's still really in it. Oh!
Gone.
Ronalding is out!
Tons of damage coming through from the jerky in that situation. Namdo Hyung in a good spot.
Binu TV, oh, sniped from Suhyun. Ashlyn jumps into the opponent.
Oh, it's going to be tough for Ashlyn to survive in this
49
situation.
power-ups.
Yeah, so many
Kong
picked
Kong.
up. And he has his ultimate.
Ashlyn hit it in the bush. Looking for the other players to fight first.
Here comes the ult.
Namdo here. Ah, it's out!
Who's gonna get the card? Who's gonna get the card? Ashlyn
got it.
again?
Ashlyn got it. Ashlyn got it.
Ashlyn!
Ashlyn for it again!
Oh, my
is
God!
it?
Two!
Oh, Ashlyn for a second
Two
win!
wins for Ashlyn on the Dark Choco this time around. That card pickup coming in clutch there at the end.
Oh, man.
Giving a fist bump to her teammate there as well. Impressive stuff.
Yeah, big time. Yeah, Team Tribe already picking in hot for the Battle
Very
Royale.
strong. It's the third team from Team Tribe today already.
Yeah. We are seeing some pretty dominant performances. And unfortunately, still no ranged cookie taking the win just yet. Except being the Dark Choco this time around.
And
Yeah, Jerky Cookie came really close today though,
Yeah.
like just before.
The jerky cookie also ended up being a really big factor in those last fights, actually stacking up tons of damage, putting those cards on. You put the card on, then it eventually detonates, as we saw there. And I think that's what did Rona Ding in. Rona Ding was in a really nice position, but ended up taking so much damage from the Jerky Cookie.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's better to just to not fight when there's like a final 3, final 4.
Yeah, did you see here in the previous game, Ashlyn was hiding in the bushes for a long time, and then in the end she came out of nowhere and actually swiped a few players, getting all the power-ups and claiming victory in the
Making
end.
sure not to be caught by the Madeline ult as well. You
Keeping
know,
full,
Yeah.
keeping
because
full HP first.
exactly, because she was on the edge there when the Madeline ult came in as they were fighting, she's just like, okay, cool, now I can come clean up. I'm not involved in that big brawl. You guys can waste each other's HP. I'll come in at full.
And I think Dark Choco is actually one of the easier cookies because you just go around. You don't need to aim technically.
Yeah, it's very intuitive, right? Like the gameplay, it's pretty straightforward, I
Yeah,
think.
you just need to get close to the opponent. It's not like Fruit Punch. Fruit Punch, that's actually, you can actually miss big time when you're fighting really close, but it seems like Dark Choco is actually one of the easier cookies to handle.
Yeah, I think some of the trickier ones are like the Cherry Cookie, where you really need to know how to. Yeah, you really need to know how to use your attack properly. Yeah. I think when you master it, it's not that difficult. But I think if you're trying to play, especially a chaotic situation like that, it's a little bit trickier than Dark Choco. He's swiping. He's shocking.
What about Chili Pepper? Why are we not seeing Chili Pepper as much? Just because low HP?
That's a good question. Yeah, maybe it's because it's Showdown, low HP.
I think
hard to survive with Chili.
you still have a couple dashes.
I think
you
the
can
thing
run
about
away.
Chili Pepper is that you're so cooldown based. Your
Okay.
actual basic attack doesn't do that much damage. So if you're in a chaotic situation at the end of the game, and you've already used your ult charges and you've already used your dash, your damage output is so low compared to everyone else. I think that's why. But I think when we move into more of a 3v3 team based modes, like you can use those cooldowns in the right spot in the exact moment that you need them, and I think it'll be more powerful there. But Battle Royale, I think when you don't have your buttons, it's hard to do things.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've got to check out every single cookie already, except for Blueberry Pie.
Yeah,
Every cookie except for Blueberry
That's
Pie.
right.
that looks about right.
I think you're right. Yeah, looking down the list.
Yeah, I
I
think
think there's
so.
any other cookies.
And by the way, Fruit Punch a couple weeks ago used to be a lot stronger. The range was incredibly long when you get age up and punch. It used to cover up almost a double of what you just saw on screen. So
Yeah, balance is
got
being
a little
adjusted,
balance
right?
change.
Yeah,
So
and it's interesting to hear you say that because I didn't actually play that when we played the LAN
I played a
party,
lot.
But when I played in the beta, I was texting you like, I don't know about this cookie. I'm not making it work.
yeah, so I was the first cookie I played because it's also common. And then the range, like, oh, it got changed a lot. And I'm not gonna be playing this cookie too much. But turns out Fruit Punch is still very powerful for
So-
Battle Royale.
We are moving into our third and final group of our Battle Royale event match. So,
We've got Ted, Andy, Runner, Nat, and Ray, of course.
yeah,
Yeah, still 2 more global content creators
that's right.
kicking in hot. And on the other side, we'll have the other 4 just getting it ready. We do have all the players here at the venue. It's actually a really huge venue right next to the amusement park.
Yeah, this is a massive venue used for a lot of massive esports here in South Korea. And so these players are playing on stage where legends have sat before and stood before as well. Must feel really exciting.
Yeah, I think they're all pretty happy to be here, and let's see what Tribe Gaming can do. So Tribe Gaming do win in each set so far with OJ and Ashlyn. Let's see if Ray can take a win too here. And who's Ray playing? Ray playing Strawberry Crepe. Actually, in
Nat
the first game.
playing up the Lily cookie as well, Tiger Lily.
Yeah, Lily's hard to landing spear, but it's hard to actually find the kill. Doing some damage is okay. Here's Ben.
Ben came with Dark Cookie.
Kima also playing the Frost.
Oh
Or
yeah.
Ice Pop rather.
I thought got some good. Top cute, but didn't end up winning any game that week.
Kima getting a lot of power-ups right now from the very beginning. And Andy Runner.
Yeah, playing Jerky, just kind of hanging out, sort of the edge, trying to get as many powers as possible without interacting with anybody.
Yeah, as you can see, short range, you just face check. But range, you just keep on using the base attacks before you go in. Ray here, checking out.
Yeah, he's just saving his scars, right?
Yeah, make sure how much space he has, but it's always better to get more power-ups like this.
Yeah, 100%.
Already with 20 plus.
Ben Kem taking a little bit of damage here. We'll just back off the regen. When you're out of combat, you do regen. those who don't know.
Yeah, it only takes like 1.52 seconds.
Jongbaek doesn't look good right here.
The ultimate, Ray going for the kill.
Oh! Nah, down he goes. Played it well, but you see a kill on the indie runner as well.
Round goes down to remaining 6 players.
That would hurt. One more spear would have done it, but Inchem is going to escape, at least for now.
That might be in danger.
That ultimate ran out. See how the spear accuracy is?
Nicely done.
Where's the
Oh! Right on the head!
Spear accuracy insane there.
She took a bang team just like that.
That was a huge outplay. Really well played.
Oh, but that gets eliminated.
Oh,
Off
sad
screen.
to die off screen after such a heroic play. Ted TV looking for one as well.
It's pretty good. 33 power-ups.
That's a really fast elims we had this game. Like, we're already down to 4, but the stage is still quite large. The walls haven't closed in that much.
It's got 2 cards, Shrink and Vampirism.
Ted TV.
Ted TV with Madeleine Cookie also. We've seen some win with Madeleine Cookie
Oh,
before.
going for the oh, the knockback!
The knockback was actually massive.
Wow.
He has Vampirism, so he can use it here when he does end up ultimately going to the final fight to heal. I think that's the best way.
That's why you use the ultimate so early.
Okay, he popped it here as he got frozen.
So 4 cookies remaining. Everyone's staying near the top.
Big knockback again.
Ultimate to get the turret.
Gonna have to hide and heal.
Oh, get one more power up. He missed it.
Ted TV still big, has his ultimate back available. Much more health.
This is
almost
intense.
7K.
The area is super small.
Oh, he's
right
going
now.
out of bounds.
The
Oh,
turret's doing so much work here. Bearbird is nearly full health.
Wow! Can they survive?
Is it the ranged victory? Is
down
it
to
happening?
3.
Kima is out.
Oh, the shield on top from Ray. You can block all the shots.
Bearbird looking for that
The
damage.
dragon.
Dragon in.
Ray, can you handle this?
Bearbird.
And the ultimate!
Oh, Bearbird!
Oh, what?
We got it.
The first range win.
String cheese with the victory. Ted TV showed up there, but he got
Yeah,
second.
You got second,
Yeah,
right?
Bearbird.
Bearbird.
Oh,
We
man,
gave
the
the
ceremony.
Ah.
Yeah.
The ceremony, yes.
Nicely done by Bearbird taking first game here.
I thought Ray had that with the
Wow.
ultimate that
I-
blocks all the damage.
I
Yeah.
think when I was watching Bearbird in those final moments, as you can see, he's gonna do it again. That's right.
Mm-hmm. And
Don't say
then
which literally translates to Bearbird. But when he was on the side there, I feel like I learned something. Like, the damage outside the circle isn't so high that you can't just operate as a range character outside the circle for a little bit. Obviously, you can't sell that for too long, but he was doing a ton of damage kind of going in and out of the circle.
yeah, I think the ticks go harder if you stay longer.
Yeah, so he juggled it a little bit. He was going in and out and just did so much damage to both players from the outside, and then was able to get the finishing kill. It was close, though.
Yeah, Ray almost got it. And then Madeline just popped on top, out of
Yeah.
range.
That
Not really working for Ray.
Ted TV at the very end with Madeleine Cookie was really close for taking victory, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I think Ted TV really was a kingmaker. If he jumped on the bottom for string cheese, then I think it could have been a different story for Ray. Came very close, very, very close, but Bearbird did end up getting the first range cookie, getting a win.
So it did
there's
happen.
always potential.
And it wasn't even through a turret. Not
Oh
really.
yeah, not really. And the power-ups, I think it was about even for all 3 players there. So that
That
was really,
had that incredible outplay on
Oh, the
Tiger Lily.
spear.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch. That was probably my highlight of the first round there.
yeah, Tiger Lily, I thought wasn't as strong for Battle Royale because there's so many stones, rocks, to get those spears out of the way. So as we get things ready for our second game for Group 3, still got 2 more games to play on this Battle Royale mode. Let's check out the cookies and the spell cards.
Okay.
Not going with Madeleine Cookie.
Double cherry again. I
Oh.
feel like every second round we get double cherry.
Ray on chili, guys.
Chili action finally. We were talking
Okay.
about Chili Cookie earlier.
Yeah. I want to see if Ray can make it work, because then we can kind of disprove my theory earlier about, you know, once you're out of cooldowns, you can't make it work in Battle Royale. Because I'd love to see it be viable here too.
Yeah, Chili Cookie certainly has a lot lower HP in terms of tankiness.
Yeah, a true assassin.
No, bank him right in the middle first.
That's another reason why, you know, Chili Cookie might not do well, because everyone's health stacking across the game, so it's hard to burst somebody down.
Yeah, that's right. you need a lot more power-ups. So without the 2 observers, we start with 8. No one dead yet.
Yeah, 8 cookies remaining out of 8.
Matt right in the middle with that Madeline.
Okay, ult already down here for Fruit Punch. Kima tossed that one out early.
I guess you have to use the ultimate when you're fighting against range sometimes.
Yeah, to stay alive. Attack power picked up there from Kima, actually pretty big. Dragging out here, and Ted is under fire. Cherry Bomb's coming through.
Oh, might be stuck.
Ooh,
Has to
and
dash away.
He has a dragon he can use.
Might want to save it.
Or
to be honest.
Vampirism if you really want to fight for it.
Boost speed up and Vampirism really good here for Madeline Cookie. It's actually kind of tricky to decide which one he wants. He's probably just going to pop it and grab this card as well so we can get both.
That would art.
Doesn't grid it, and actually it's just going to go over to Jungdeck there.
Everyone is still in it though, like the 8 creators are still fighting.
Yeah, this has been our slowest group, which I like. Very fun to watch.
Yeah, everyone just checking out.
Kima
Who's in the
charging
bush?
up, charging up.
Jungdog getting dangerous. Okay, still got the roll range into the bush. And
Oh.
the runner taken out. Nat with a hat. First blood.
And now with the heart getting that first one and looking for this power up as well. Does not have her ultimate anymore.
Oh, now with
Ooh,
art in the dangerous zone. No card.
Okay, she is gonna have to go hide somewhere. Okay, getting the regen, that's super huge.
That was dangerous.
Call the dragon instantly.
Oh,
Big dragon
that dragon's
damage.
going to hurt.
Some fights happening elsewhere.
And
Kima's-
Matt is out.
Kima's got so many attack stats. Every time I'm watching Kima, the attack stats keep getting picked up. So they are really primed to do a large amount of damage here.
Raya with the ultimate. And then going for the kill from the back. Kima looks for that angle.
Jungdeck, is he gonna get the outplay? They
Oh!
both go down, they
What?
trade.
And
What?
Kima gets everything.
Kima just picks up free items. Oh, Rai still in this.
I can't imagine
But
a world where Kima doesn't win this.
61?
61, Kima's looking, especially with a fruit punch, right?
And they have Vampirism to pick up. They can
No,
just
yeah,
use Vampirism.
he still has the card.
I just don't see there's
The
any way
spell.
Kima loses this.
I think
No
maybe
way.
both players need to get together to go against
Oh, hold
Kima.
on, hold on,
Wait.
hold on.
And that's what they're doing.
1,000. Oh, Kima is out. Oh, and Ben Kim's gonna take it. Another
Wow.
string cheese win.
Back-to-back string cheese wins. Ben is hyped, as he should be. I actually really just didn't think they were going to be able to coordinate to take him out, to take out the Fruit Punch Cookie.
The
I just-
damage mostly came from string cheese.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was incredible.
the turret got dropped.
very, very strong. And Ray, again, going in the top 2, I believe, Ray.
Yeah, top
Yeah.
2. I think he was the second player with
I
Chili
believe
Pepper.
so, yeah.
They're getting so close, but not getting that win. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
really
I
rough
mean,
for the Chili.
Chili Pepper getting the top 2, that's better than I expected.
Yeah, very interesting.
We
stuff.
didn't spend a lot of that match watching and spectating his view, so I don't want to walk away from this saying we learned a ton, but top 2 is top 2. And got one more to go for this squad. We'll see what the final cookies are looking like.
Okay, we'll see. As a string cheese, actually not that high in HP, but maybe because you have so much range and because the basic skill, you can shoot for a long duration of time. I
Yeah,
think
your
that's-
sustained damage is really high, especially in those long fights that happen at the very end.
Yeah, and you can also control the angle where you shoot to. Not like Rai Cookie.
Yeah, Rai Cookie, you're locked into one single line.
Ray's going with dark chocolate cookie this time. And we have a peach cookie here with Ben Kim.
And Latte from Bear Bird.
Peppermint cookie here from Jungdeck.
So some variety. No overlaps, I think.
Ted TV playing the Jerky. I'm really feeling like Jerky's kind of sleeper strong here. Oh, Ben Kim is just going to get the center power-ups
Yeah.
here, uncontested.
Wow.
Yeah,
And-
Peach has the mini dashes.
Yeah, with the mini dashes, the mobility you have, and also your strong dueling power early. If one other player shows up, they're going to be running away from Peach.
Already 18 and stacking more.
A
He is-
giant peach can be real mean with all that
Oh,
range.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it's scary. And he's caught the card in his inventory.
Okay, Observer is out. Still 8 cookies. Oh, some fight on, but Nat.
Speaking of giant, now
Nat
looking for
against the
all-in.
peppermint. Oh, the peppermint. What?
And
The whale
Jungdeck?
did, the whale did so much
Oh,
damage.
but
And
she
it
got
heals.
away.
Yeah, she got away. That's so massive. The healing there from the whale really turned that around, as well as the damage there. And you can see why people are running Peppermint here. tricky to pull off, but those moments can be quite strong as a surprise.
Oh, Ben Kim went for
And
the surprise.
we have the giant peach coming out of nowhere.
Oh!
Nat is out. Nat with the heart is out.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you said, Micmac. The giant power
Just
of Peach
like
is
that.
so huge,
It's
and
so mean.
just pop out of the bush and bam.
Yeah, I got sniped right there. No one else around either.
Jungdeck ended up, winning that fight, but didn't get the elimination. Not a ton of power-ups
Ben
for
Kim
him.
wanted to go for it.
There's the ult,
Oh, the heal. Jungdeck.
and the heal comes through
Wow,
again.
the giant
You see,
again.
when you're so big, you can't escape. You can't go anywhere.
Yeah, there's no way. And when you use the spell, you also heal.
And he
a
got
little
another
bit.
one. He got another one.
And he has an
Oh,
extra
man.
one on the field.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He picked up another one, so there's just no getting away from this
Yeah,
guy.
but he's got giant, so I don't think you want to risk it.
I
Risk
think he
getting
could-
another spell card.
I think he just saves it. He just saves it for the final fight if he can. And look
Oh,
for
do
it
you go
without.
for it?
Oh,
Oh, got stunned?
Ben Kim looking really good right now.
There's
but
a
you never
giant!
know.
Oh!
Again, a giant peach.
You just can't run away!
Oh, you just cannot. He has 3 eliminations.
63 power up already.
And he has a giant card again.
Yeah, he just keeps getting
Oh
lucky with
my
these
God.
pickups.
Oh, the spell cards are just so strong.
More power. Okay, remember last time I said there's no way this character loses. I think in this case, there's no way Ben Kim loses, right? There's no way, right?
Unless you get poked from Latte.
It's going to take a lot of poke. He's got the speed power-ups now as well.
Oh, the
He's
ultimate
moving
back.
fast. He's got his ultimate. He's ready to pound.
I think the remaining characters need to get together to.
I think you can 1v3? 1v3? Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Ben Kim!
Ben Kim for the win.
1v3!
Wow.
He's playing around with his food! There we go! Ben Kim with a 2-win in a row!
There was only one player he didn't eliminate. He had 6 eliminations of the 7. He had 6 out of 7.
What
where
a
he
way
killed-
to assert dominance.
That
here.
was our most dominant win by far.
Oh, the giant and then just the whirlwind. You win immediately. That was a 1v3. The other 3 was busy running away from him. But with just giant, there's no space.
Yeah, I
You
think
just have to go out of bounds.
I think if I see a Peach Cookie in my loading screen, I'm going to be looking for him to take him out early if I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, and when you go in, you get to see the spell cards. If
Yeah.
there's giants,
If there's giant in there,
oh,
you're
man.
worried.
You better be having your own giants. I think that's the moment that you really have to go for. Oh man, Bearbird taking the first round, and Ben Kim taking the second and the third. So, oh, that was really close.
Yeah.
Ray did come very close.
Yeah, but Peach Cookie looking so strong in Showdown.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do wonder, how teams are going to respond to Peach Cookie when we move into 3v3 because if you couldn't kind of figure it out, or if you haven't actually played the closed beta yourself at home, the attacks for most cookies, most melee cookies, you stand there and you swing, right? But Peach Cookie actually follows and kind of hurdles herself forward
That's
to
right.
hit. So it's very difficult to get away from her. If she has Giant, I mean, that problem just compounds upon itself, and then the ultimate is big. And it's
Ultimate, you
spinning,
spin.
and you're dying.
And now we are going to see some 3v3 game modes, right, in the next matches. And that Peach Cookie combined with a healer, with Peppermint, for example, can be
Oh.
very deadly.
That will be because you go in and you keep on getting healed from your teammate. So we do have this team prediction for what's about to happen for the other modes that might happen. I think the graphics should pop up right below us. Let's see. Who took the first?
All right. So
Oh,
this
DJ
is the
Mia.
prediction event.
DJ Mia, and
The
you
global
know,
team.
and you know what? Tribe Gaming has been looking very strong, so they might make it until the end today.
Oh,
Certainly possible.
Mhm.
Now, if you got the prediction right, you get 20 epic soul chips and 1,000 points. But if you just participated, 30 rare soul chips are yours as well as
yeah,
1,000
still
points.
30 real soul chips. You can get close to maybe a couple of level ups if your level is low.
Yeah, still worth it, right? Like you really need these into beta to get your cookies level up.
Yeah, prediction. DJ Mia got 36%, 36.26% to be exact. Doesn't really it doesn't really tell. So first place got a lot of fan votes from the global. Thanks to you guys. Thanks to everyone who participated. Look for your favorite team, favorite content creator. Let's see if they can go all the way to the finals.
Yeah, Lactose is being second at 24%, so a 12-point lead. Pretty significant fan favorites here.
And yeah, second place Lactose, third place Fruit Bomber, and fourth place the Grinders, as you can see. On top, it's a lactose, and the red sign is the grinder.
Indeed.
Yeah, and tell your friends to, you know, if you're watching at home and your friends don't know about it, tell them to come and tune in and get in the chat and, you know, be part of this community in the early stages of OvenSmash. And say you were there first. You were the ones who saw it first. You figured out the meta the fastest because you were watching the top players play it.
And also, if you're in the close beta right now, you have that feeling. It's like, I think that guy's level is a little higher than me. That's the reason I lost. Perfect time to use that soul chip to level up.
For sure. And if you're not playing OvenSmash yet, you can still get in. So on Google Play, you can download the game, and then you need to look for an entry code. Entry codes are usually distributed by content creators out there. So look for a content creator.
Yeah, make sure to follow them and subscribe them, because oftentimes on their community tab or on their socials, they do like to give those out on daily basis. So even though if it's full, you can check out the next day and you can still get in.
Yeah, just wear out your F5 key. Search, look, see if you can find one of those lucky codes. You can get into the beta and play with us. Play against G-Clef.
Don't at me. My what's my name? What's my name? Not Clef. Yes.
Well, now everyone knows.
So I mean, okay, we do have a small commercial break, and when we come back, the Creator Cup quarterfinal is about to begin. So don't go anywhere during the break.
We'll be friends for life.
플리터리티의 쿠키 여러분, 소원을 이루고 싶은 쿠키들의 특별한 생산점 크런컵이 시작됐습니다. 전 시즌 챔피언이자 여러분의 아이돌인 제가 직접 해설해드리겠습니다. 지금부터 진행될 경기는 바로 캐슬 브레이크. 상대팀의 성을 먼저 부수면 승리. 한눈 팔면 안 되지. 캐슬 브레이크의 핵심은 상대의 성을 먼저 부수는 거라고. 네 간절한 소원을 이루어주는 도시 플래터시티에서 만나자. 치열한 결투가 널 기다리고 있다고. 안녕, 플래터시티의 쿠키 여러분. 소원을 이루고 싶은 쿠키들의 치열한 중탈전 오븐 크런컵이 시작됐습니다. 전 시즌 챔피언이자 여러분의 아이돌인 제가 직접 해설해드리겠습니다. 지금부터 진행될 경기는 바로 골드러시. 먼저 목표 골드를 달성하면 승리. 스매시! 내 완벽한 비행 실력을 보여줄까?
이거 한 방 먹었구만. 질 수 없지.
플래터시티에서 만나자. 어서 오븐 크런컵에 참여해서 승리를 쟁취해봐. 안녕, 플래터시티의 쿠키 여러분. 소원을 이루고 싶은 쿠키들의 치열한 중탈전 오븐 크런컵이 시작됐습니다. 전 시즌 챔피언이자 여러분의 아이돌인 제가 직접 해설해드리겠습니다. 간조한 소원을 이루어주는 도시 플래터시티에서 만나자. 직접 볶음탕 소리 출전하면 훨씬 재밌을걸? 안녕, 플래터시티의 쿠키 여러분. 소원을 이루고 싶은 쿠키들의 치열한 쟁탈전 오븐 크런컵이 시작됐습니다. 전 시즌 챔피언이자 여러분의 아이돌인 제가 직접 해설해드리겠습니다. 지금부터 진행될 경기는 바로 스매시 아레나. 먼저 목표 처치수를 달성하면 승리. 스매시! 내가 이기는 거지. 방금 대단한데? 이렇게 목표 처치수를 먼저 달성하는 쪽이 승리라고. 네 간조한 소원을 이루어주는 도시 플래터시티에서 만나자. 어서 오븐 크런커를 준비해서 치열하게 싸워보자.
Belong right in this moment. I'm falling fast, my heart is solid. Don't bother asking. Everything's right with me. As long as you stay with me. As long as you stay with me.
플래터시티의 쿠키 여러분, 소원을 이루고 싶은 쿠키들의 오븐 크런컵이 시작됐습니다. 스매시!
Welcome back, everyone. Now the real deal. The real match is about to start with the quarterfinals. So what you guys have seen from the Battle Royale event games. So it was only a taste of what this game is all about. Now we go down to the team, what they actually practiced for this tournament.
Yeah, this is where you start to see compositions built. You know, what three cookies do you think are going to work well together for the objectives, which we'll talk about as they come along, especially in the first quarterfinal match. We'll really be kind of breaking down what the objectives are and how you play them. But now the teamwork comes in, because before you're trying to find the most optimal way to survive and be the one who ends up being the one who's crowned king or queen at the end. But now you're looking to actually play with two other players on your team, use coordination, do some shot calling, make some decisions.
Sure, so it's going to be very different from what we've seen so far. I think some players who didn't get a chance to shine yet are maybe going to show some nice action today. I'm really looking forward to the team CookieRun, who've been friends for a long time, who played together for a long time, like other CookieRun games as well. So I think they're going to show some interesting action today, and they're actually coming in the first game.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The global teams actually on the other side of the bracket, so we will get to see them for quarterfinals, match 3 and 4. So they are not going against each other, not yet, but they might in the semifinals if they win both matches on the other side. So we won't, too bad we won't have all global finals, but there's higher chance that at least we will have one global team in the finals. I guess that's that's optimistic thinking.
If the performance of Battle Royale is anything to go by, I think there's a pretty good chance. And I think, there's a little bit more hope for us than what we had necessarily coming into today for how they would perform. It's looking a lot better now.
Yeah, they're looking very strong, especially Tribe Gaming claiming wins in the first and second showdown, and Ray getting second place in the third showdown.
Yep.
So every team member is looking actually really strong individually, but we need to see if they're going to work well as a team also.
Yeah, also Team Family. They got some actually lower win rate characters, cookies in that battle royale, but still they were able to land really good skill shots, get some kills on. So let's see how far Team Family and also Team Tribe will go through the quarter, semi, and then maybe it's the finals. We're getting the Grand Champion. Out of the 8 teams, only 2 global teams, but global winning the entire tournament would actually be a huge news to the community.
It certainly would. I think it would also really help boost these creators as well. You're playing for the prize money, you're playing for the glory, but also you want to be like, yeah, my channel's the best, I know the game the best, come check me out.
It's a nice visibility boost.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And for the quarterfinals, we actually have the best of 3 sets. We start from Castle Crasher, and let's talk about the smooth first. It's on the screen. It's a 3-3 team match. Usually it's divided from left to right. Those are the respawn stages, and there's that turtle in the middle.
Yeah, so the turtle is the objective, and if you think of any other payload type game where if you stand on it and you have control, it walks towards the enemy base. But the turtle actually fires periodically if you have control at the enemy castle. So it will do 3% of damage per shot, and that's how you start to take a lead. But also, physically will move. If you get it to the castle, the game just ends, and the castle will be destroyed.
So what are some of the keys of playing Castle Crasher here?
So some cookies that's been really strong in Castle Crasher so far are Peach Cookie, because it can, it's really versatile, right? It can go everywhere in the map just picking down cookies. And also, as you can see here on the screen, actually Peppermint Cookie. Because Peppermint Cookie can get that heal, allowing your teammates to stay longer in the field, to defend that turtle a little bit longer. So I think we're going to see some Peppermint Cookie here.
I also think Cherry Cookie I found to be quite successful here, especially because on the map does vary how the structures are, how the terrain is, but very common for there to be a choke point when both teams clash on the cookie, and the Cherry Bomb can just toss bombs right in the center where you're actually coming in to try to touch the objective right away. You call it turtle, you call it a tank, it is going to be the objective that we're fighting over here, but Cherry Cookie is very safe and can fire over terrain, so there's a lot of versatility, whereas Tiger Lily a little bit tougher to actually land those spears because there's a lot of obstacles, including the objective itself in the way.
Yeah, we'll talk more about Castle Crashers because we're going to be running into a lot of games of Castle Crasher. And also the other mode, talking about the mode, Gold Rush. So this might be a mode that you might not be too familiar with.
Yeah, this one is very different. So you want to collect gold bars and be the team that holds the most gold bars. If the time runs out, but it'll also be at the target, which is a certain set number of gold that you're holding.
Yeah,
a timer will start. You can have over 10, but if you have to hit that threshold of 10, a timer will start, and the enemy team has to get an elimination key to drop the gold to secure it themselves. Otherwise, the team that has 10 plus will be successful. And then Smash Arena is a first to 10 knockouts, first to 10 kills game here, where it's a 3v3 matchup, but it's really about the kills that you get. Whoever gets 10 first wins, and it's as simple as that.
Yeah, and Smash Arena has a really cool map. A lot more bushes, I feel, compared to the other modes.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, as you said, very straightforward game mode, 3v3, first team to reach 10 wins the game. And there's also a strategic aspect into that, right? If you see that the other team is at 9 already and you're like the last man standing, you should really like run away to not give them the final point. So it's going to be very interesting to see them play Smash Arena as well.
Yeah, Smash Arena, there's a lot of push, and it seems like the range cookies can actually benefit from that mode a lot. So
here's the bracket. I mean, you mentioned Team Tribe and Team Family being on the same side of the bracket. You can see on the right side there, so could meet in the semifinals. Do you guys have any big standout favorites here?
I want to see Avengers do well, but they are going against a very strong team with the Cookie Breakers running Binu, that we've seen is doing like very well so far. And then you also have like Roro team on the same side of the bracket with Cyro. Cyro who did pretty well in Showdown as well earlier.
Okay, we got an interview VCR ready for you guys. Whenever that's ready, we'll keep that in.
네, 안녕하세요. 카페 후르츠 운보의 정백입니다.
시간입니다. 마블입니다. 네, 락토스 진영의 세드입니다.
준우입니다.
공대입니다. 오븐 스매시를 플레이해보니까 확실히 박진감이 넘치더라고요. 키마다 이제 좀 다양한 스킬을 쓸 수 있어서 전략적으로 활용을 많이 시킬 수 있다는 게 매력인 것 같습니다.
스크린 류 게임 중에서는 한타 이게 딱이탑 최고지 않을까 싶습니다.
진동이 딱 오면서 상대를 때릴 때 도파민이 탁 터지는 이것이 바로 오븐스매시 장점이 아닌가라고 생각합니다.
이번에 저희 스트리머들끼리 모여가지고 한번 체험을 해봤는데 정규 리그 같은 게 나와서 전 세계 사람들, 모든 유저분들이 참여하는 그런 리그 같은 게 만들어지면 좋겠습니다.
칠리 맛이 나시더라고요. 암살자 특히 그 칠리마 부키가 딜도 상당히 강력하고 그리고 상대방한테 이렇게 치고 빠지는 공격 그런 게 되게 재밌었어요.
펀치를 주고 오늘 플레이를 했고요. 암살자를 좀 좋아하다 보니까 칠리마 쿠키도 몇 플레이분들 되게 재밌어하죠.
후르츠 펀치가 가장 까탈스럽더라고요. 80% 데미지 경감 플러스 언어이 있는 들로 고정딜을 막아놓을 수가 있어서 상대방 입장에서는 되게 까탈스럽더라고요.
저희가 알고 지낸 지 좀 오래돼서 혹시 다른 팀들보다 팀워크가 훨씬 좋지 않을까 싶습니다.
약간 좀 특별한 적대성 그런 느낌으로다가 저희 한 달에 한두 번씩은 같이 게임하는 것 같아요.
아무리 친해도 서로 상상이 안 맞을 수 있거든요. 웬만한 프로팀하고도 우리가 그래서 계속 이기고 그래가지고 아쉬울 게 없을 것 같습니다.
저희 쿠키 연구 이거만큼 자신 있습니다. 저희는 남들이 아까 모두 조합만 쓸 때 이런 조합을 카운터 칠 수 있는 픽을 찾아보자 라는 식으로 다양한 쿠키를 연구했기 때문에 다양한 조합을 보여줄 수 있지 않을까 싶습니다.
저희 팀의 장점은 아무래도 쿠키런을 좀 오래 한 유튜버의 모임이다 보니까 그 쿠키들만의 그 능력, 그 쿠키들과의 약간 이거 친밀감 조금이라도 더 유의하지 않을까 싶습니다.
저희는 다 있는 것 같아요. 겜자랄, 그다음에 비주얼, 이제 피지컬은 제가 하는 것들은 강해보지 않을까 싶습니다.
저희 팀은 젊은 피가 있지 않습니까? 20대 스마일 젊은 피 이길 수 없을 겁니다. 피지컬로 보여드리겠습니다.
왜 나한테 비리 들어오지?
우리 캐릭터 하나하나 이제 대진하고 이런 거 분석하고 이제 플레이를 하는 스타일이다 보니까 경험치가 더 많이 쌓이지 않았나.
에이스! 이 친구들에게 피지컬은 조금 좀 어려울 수 있지만은 경력이 더 오래됐으니까요. 에이스로 뽑지 않았을까 생각이 듭니다. 좋은 친구예요.
제가 생각하기엔 와플님은 저희 참가자 중에 실력으로는 탑5 안에 든다고 자부합니다.
와플님 유행어를 빌려서 사소합니다. 실력이 진짜 사소해요.
세드니스는 여러 번 붙어봤는데 이 한 끗 차이로 계속 패배를 해가지고
아니 한 뜻은 아니고 한 10배는 되지 않을까요?
저희가 세드님 팀한테 졌다고 했지만 저는 오늘 처음이었거든요. 연습하고 확보하면은 좀 쉽게 않을까 싶습니다. 왜냐면 연습 게임에서 저희가 지금 무패입니다. 두 번 다 이겼어요. 어려운 상대가 아니었어요. 네. 오늘 졌지만 그땐 이길 때.
꿀팁의 달리 세트입니다. 이번 대회 시청하는 꿀팁 알려드릴게요. 저희 팀만 응원하시면 됩니다. 꿀팀 인성질 당할 준비하십시오. 여러분들의 실수는 저희를 맞습니다.
수적으로 갔다가 우승하고 가겠습니다.
세드님 팀 집에 세드하게 들어가세요.
All right, so smashing talking before we hit the actual
Smash
game.
talk.
Smash Dog. I like that Smash Dog.
Yeah, let's see. Binu seems to be a very strong opponent. Some respect from the opponent too, and Waffle as the ace from Avengers. I think this is actually could be like one of the bigger matches of the quarterfinals from the Korean side.
I
Yeah.
agree. I'm kind of. I feel like the Avengers have so much experience across them that I like their chances.
And you know what? They are try harder. So you know, like during the first test, it was their first time trying the game, so they couldn't really like display their skills and stuff. But when they start to practice, it's completely a different story.
So I heard both teams practiced a lot during the 2 open days, gathering up, because it's really easy to add friends and just party them. It's if you hit party, it shows who's online, and whenever they're in lobby not playing the game, you can just simply just tap and invite.
Yeah, and you can, you know, for those of you guys who aren't in the closed beta yet, you can kind of walk around what's called the channel, which is the lobby while you're looking to make a party, and you might see one of your friends walking around there and be like, oh, he's online, he's right here, I want to add him and put him in my party.
Yep, and they also have, if you don't really want to add anyone directly, they also show you who you just played, like suggested
Recent players,
friends.
yeah.
Suggested friends, and either your teammates or opponents, you can add them to play again.
Who could beat combined 35 years of CookieRun experience?
35? So that's at least 15 average.
Yeah, that's starting from
Is that possible?
Starting from Kakao CookieRun, right?
That's maximum though.
Around 2010,
10?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
That's maximum.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was like 20 years old when that game came
Yeah, what
out.
was I doing when 15 years ago?
I wasn't even in Korea.
I was in US.
I was still studying home, you know.
Wolf, I imagine you are still in Korea.
I came
at that
to
time.
Korea right after the launch of the game, I think. It was one of the first Korean games I ever played, one of the first Korean mobile games.
Yeah, it was early days.
Yeah,
Early,
before I
early
could speak
days.
Korean.
Oh, but you still play the Kakao version?
I think I have it on one of my old phones still, like the OG version.
Oh man, it was one of the most popular games back then too.
Oh, so much for experience, Kuven losers.
Kuven loser!
Wow.
Oh man, they certainly can break with words. Sat TV on the left, Binu in the middle, Bearbird who won one of the Battle Royale games.
Yeah, Bearbird looked really, like, of these 6 players, to me, the most impressive mechanically so far. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's got in store for us.
Oh, we got the stage. I think we are ready to kick in. I wonder what kind of comp we're going to be having from these teams, because they can play one, but the next game they do have to change their cookies.
Right, so they probably analyzed a lot of different teams today, so it's going to be very interesting to look at that first game.
Right. Quarterfinals match 1, Avengers versus Cookie Breaker. It's going to be Castle Pressure first. Best of 3, so whoever got 2 out of the 3 will take this set.
That's right, so 2 out of 3 Castle Crashers, or Castle Break as it's called in Korean, and then that puts you 1 on the board for the overarching best of 3 of the quarterfinals. As this is an interesting composition that we see from Avengers here, as Fruit Punch is the main tank.
Both having Pepper.
Peppermint, I told you, the healer, you really need the healer in this game mode.
There's not a lot of range damage on the set of Cookie Breaker, but they have a really robust front line, and they're running Peach with that healer as well.
2 melee with... Oh, Wappa going
Wappa
deep.
going-
Oh, the card steal!
Yeah, Wabber was trying to go for that Peppermint because Peppermint can get really annoying if you don't take him down. Oh, no, yes, really nicely done by the Avengers. Can he get Peppermint? No, Peppermint survived somehow.
Now, Bearbird is alive and well, but no one to heal
Oh,
here.
the turtle's being pushed.
Yeah, exactly. The objective is actually pushing. See, they have a 4% lead here, and they still have full control. And the respawn location, as you can see, where Wapple's coming back from, is not that far away.
Yeah, the second corner is the important section, where the respawn actually goes back, and now it's back in the middle now. Still, Avengers holding it tight.
Sad TV is a little bit in trouble here. Bearbird trying his best to heal as the summon is out from Wapple.
Strawberry Crab looking very good, very strong for the Avengers team so far.
Wapple got the spell card. Okay.
Yeah, looking like I would probably consider speed up in this situation. So you get on top of that Peppermint Cookie. We'll see what the ops for here. Still comes out from Dark Choco, Sad TV.
Get punished!
The game is still very close. You can see that both castles are still at 91% of
Avengers couldn't even get...
Oh,
Peppermint.
this could be a huge momentum shift if Binu is actually staggered here as well. Okay, it looks like he's trying to rejoin.
Minus 50 every time.
They want to isolate him here because it's going to make his respawn timer so long, and he's not going to be able to rejoin his teammates. Super frustrating for Binu TV.
On the other side, good heal with the whale. Leon keeping that Fruit Punch alive, and the barrier on top too. Avengers eliminating a lot of damage around
They're almost
Turtle.
at the end.
Bino TV here. Oh, that's taken out by Jongdeck. Avengers
Bearbird's
looking
caught!
really strong.
And they actually hit him with the explosive barrel as well there. Sad TV gets one on the other side, but this could be the beginning of the end here. Binu's going to come over here and tag.
Oh, the barrier on. Jungdeck taking so hard.
Yeah, but Peppermint is not here anymore, so it looks like we are going to see a Kuvenger team swipe here with
And
Wapple
Wapple
barely surviving.
And Suhyun's here.
Oh, but he's back. He's back with the clutch heal. Really nicely done.
3v1.
Wow!
This might be it. This might
Three
be
cookies down. I think it might be. I don't think they can get here in
it.
time.
Just the final turn, the final
Binu with the
chorus.
dash.
But he's alone.
Nicely done by the Kuvengers, and Wapple surviving alone against the other team at the end to keep that turtle on the very edge of the map. Really nicely done by the Kuvengers.
For me, in this first round, for sure, Wapple was by far the MVP. Surviving early, isolating the enemy Peppermint Cookie, keeping the team divided at all times, constantly keeping them... both compositions are quite similar, right? You got a Peppermint healing some frontliners, but he was able to actually keep them divided so that on the other side, the Peppermint Cookie just isn't able to heal proper targets or has to ult to survive, not able to ult in team fights on the objective, and all the while they kept pushing the card. That was really good strategic play there.
Can you see their teamwork already
Absolutely,
going into play?
yeah.
That was some really well done coordination between the two teams, but Kuvengers just moving in together, isolating the opponent team was incredible.
And I was just going to mention, like, this is blind pick as well. You don't know what your opponent's composition is going to be.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Now you know at least, though, it's going to be different than what it was before. But you have to have a set of picks that doesn't necessarily counter what your opponent has. You have to then adapt to what they have based on what you think is strong. So the second round, I think, is going to get more interesting.
Yeah, and we've seen Root Punch. You just put that barrier around the turtle, and your entire team gets a lot of damage reduction if you're in that barrier. I think that helped a lot for Kuvengers.
But now they need to bring a new comp.
They do.
So that strategy worked very well in round number 1, but round number 2 might be completely different.
Maybe this time we'll see a little bit more focus on poke. You know, like cherry bombs coming through. Time will tell.
Oh yes, there are only not too many tank cookies available.
Okay,
Ooh.
there's the cherry cookie with Madeline and Dark Shoko. So two frontliners with some poke for Wapple.
And we are going to see some blueberry pie action on the other side with Binu taking actually
That's right.
blue pie cookie.
For the first time.
Now, Binu, with this pick, will be able to fire through terrain. So it's actually, you know, consistent damage. You can see the little beams she sends out, little circle. Very, very strong.
Yeah.
If it connects.
Going
So
in.
far, only connecting on one.
Both losing tanks, 2v2. Here's a big cherry. Doesn't really land much.
Madeline looking really strong here from Beerbird.
And Wapple alone is just
Yeah, I think
in big
Beerbird
trouble.
also got the giant card. That's why he was able to have such big range.
But Wapple managing to survive actually.
Yeah, even contesting the car a little bit there as he comes back over now, and he has his ultimate again. We'll see if this one is going to be more successful than the last one.
Dashes in, Jungduck, Dark Choco.
Okay, there's another one to go over. Bearbird is super low.
Wapple caught the kill.
Okay, this is going to be a big swing of momentum, actually. Kuvengers taking control once again. And actually now starting to push towards the spawn here. Wapple,
gets a
15
card.
seconds.
The card? I think Jungduck picked it up.
He actually has a dragon.
Yeah, he could pair the dragon with his ultimate and do a ton of AoE damage.
Already lost the Dark Choco though. Do you end up using your card?
He's going
The
for
dragon!
it. Dragon's
Ultimate.
out. There's the ult.
Wow!
But it's not enough. It's not enough. Bearbird actually ends up cleaning up regardless.
Only 5% difference.
They need to be grouped. I think if they start trickling in one by one, they're going to have a big problem here. But now the respawns do come through.
But the turtle's in the middle. The spawns are still pretty close. Somewhat damaged spawn from Cookie Raiders. Oh, pokes from Blueberry Pie.
Yeah, actually really starting to add up. So you can go into the back line. There's the bomb out. Will be an elimination on set DD.
He unwrapped all the way around.
But he didn't get control of his card. One elimination is not enough.
Yeah, Cookie Breaker looking really strong right now. Oh!
This could be a big turnaround.
Has escaped.
Wapple uses escape, layers in so much damage, but it's not enough to actually secure those limbs. They're in trouble.
On the turtle. There's up with the other ult.
Can they get rid of Madeline Cookie? They can! Wapple taking down Madeline Cookie, and now the Kuvengers are in control.
Yeah, but still. terms of castle, they HP left.
Yeah, they still need a lot more distance. I think they need to start getting more consistent eliminations here. They need to lock down Binu somehow. He's just doing so much more consistent damage than Wobble is.
Did Binu ever die in this game? I don't think so. At least not yet.
Not in a very relevant spot is Bearbird's going in.
Bearbird came in flying.
Bearbird
Getting a card.
Jump from the air. Some Madeline cookies. Just not ready to dash
And
away.
he escapes.
Yeah, they got
Suyon has a hit. With the cannon.
pushing. I want to see Wobble's ult. He's got it back. Has to use it well here.
Now 2 minutes. We're about even now.
It's very, very close.
Here we go. There's the ult. Doesn't hit anything. Now he's forced to run away.
Only ultimates. Force now. He goes down first. Could be the moment for Avengers.
It needs to be, but
Still got the barrier. Oh, Binu diving in.
Oh, that's very dangerous.
What?
Cookie.
What a sick play from Binu! What a
He
sick play!
survives.
He got out!
No way that just happened.
He teleported for flank, had the ult angle, gets the kill, and gets out.
Don't try that at home.
Do not try that at home. Do not try that here on my team.
Oh,
It's looking pretty doomed
it's
for
standing now,
Cookers.
70%.
I think we're going to the third round.
Jumps away, but still the cart. Turtle 7%.
7%.
We're talking 1 and 1+.
A big bomb to come through. They cannot lose control of this cart, or they are basically.
We're about to see the turtle animation of the final shot. Binu.
Okay, you have to keep up some. Oh, I think actually Cookie Breaker probably should just regroup, wait for the.
Cleaning Binu though.
Hey, 50 seconds, 35% doable.
It's doable. It's
Yeah,
definitely
oh,
doable,
100%.
but
They need to regroup. I mean, I think they're giving over too many kills here.
They don't have Binu in this fight.
Yeah, they're constantly trying to get this.
they need to take down Sat TV right now.
No.
Wonderful. Does it?
Is this the comeback?
Dragon's out.
21%. Can you come back from it?
Dragon's out, and
There is still 30 seconds.
Binu from the side, the flank is crazy. The game is
7%. We have Dragon.
7%.
The Dragon.
One more
7%.
shot.
One more shot, one more
Can
shot.
make it back. One more shot. It's
Oh,
over.
Avengers, they keep the cart.
I think they did. I think they did.
One more shot, do it. One more shot.
3%.
And that will be it. Avengers
Wow.
come back so hard.
Comeback win.
Come back.
Look at the player cams. High fives all around.
Avengers 2 in a row.
What an incredible comeback. So they are going to take set number 1.
And 2. Set number 1. Having the 2 games in a row.
I really think that Cookie Breaker's biggest mistake was when they lost momentum. They kept kind of going in to try to contest the cart one by one. And as if you do this, and this is one of my biggest frustrations with some of my teammates have had in the closed beta, if you don't go in as 3 and the enemy has 3, they 3v1 you repeatedly and you never get back that momentum.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to be willing to let the tank push and take, especially if you have a huge lead like that, I think you got to be willing to take some hits so you can regroup and use your ultimates together and communicate that.
Maybe they were a bit overconfident in the end when they were like so close to the win. But wow,
Yeah, maybe
what
they
a
thought
comeback.
it was enough. When Binu off to the side.
Binu played such a great game. He did so much damage. His positioning was phenomenal. On an individual level, I don't have any notes for him, to be honest. I think he played really well. But the teamwork at the end, they got a little bit outplayed. But it's fun to see comebacks like that. And I want to see more of them in my games when I play with randos.
Yeah, and when the time is ticking down, and the opponent only has like 7% on the castle HP, sometimes you choke and it seems like, oh, respawn, I'll just go back and once again, but if
you start to
get
panic.
stopped,
Yeah.
and the respawns get spawned out like that, you just keep on losing. And that's exactly what happens. But that was a really high-level play.
Yeah, and they had such an interesting comp as well, with Blueberry Pie Cookie actually bringing some really good damage from far away.
What I really liked about the comp that we had for the side of the Avengers, though, was it had old sets synergy together, right? You just drop all 3 and it's a big AoE burst across the entire team. And when you're not using your ultimates, you have frontliners for that poke damage coming through from the Cherry Cookie. I thought both comps were really cool, really smart.
Yeah.
Good preparation.
I would love to see another game from them, but still, we are going to be. Oh, we will see. Let's see as we go with.
It's the best of 3, of course. Now moving to Gold Rush. So they won the first game type 2-0. Now we're moving to the second game type Gold Rush.
Yeah, one of the best of 3 in Gold Rush and the team comps.
So Gold Rush is, as we see, the comps are very different. I think Assassin's a lot more popular here. Oftentimes, this map is way more open. And you can see here, when we move towards the parts of the bases where the spawns are, it gets a little bit more, there's brushes, there's a little bit more terrain, but in the middle, it's very open-ended. So you have some flank angles you could take. Wobble looking for one as we speak. So burst damage here, but also some heals to back it up for the side of Coovengers.
Yeah, and so no thanks for the Coovengers, yeah.
They take the card. Except TB pick it up.
Really cool to see. You kind of dash in like that.
Waffle
take some damage to get healed and then get back.
Has an instant heal.
Coovengers might have a hard time taking down the Dark Choco.
Yeah, I agree. Waffle may have to just try for an all-in here with his heal. It's an instant heal, so he's gonna go in.
Oh, from the side.
Wow. Kill.
There's that all-in though, and he actually hasn't used his heal yet. He may have to.
Run away.
He got the goal, so ultimately it's a trade up for Coovengers. Yeah. He wants to walk away with a big win.
You're right. As holding 3, you always be on 2. You always want to be on your side because you end up dropping where you die from.
Exactly. So when you are eliminated, the gold drops right where you end up dying. So you want to make sure that the character that has the gold cookie that has the gold isn't necessarily the one who engages in this comp, though. I don't think Waffle has much of a choice. I think he is going to have to go in.
Yeah, Peach, you do have the mini dashes. You want to be as close to your next respawn is going to be. So Xian gathering up some gauge, going for the pokes.
Just playing it very slow here, not over-forcing. There's no reason to over-force here.
Yep, jumped up on the top because last time Bino, okay, coming in for the ultimate.
Dark Choco here.
Big miss.
Okay, card does go over to Cookie Breaker.
But time is ticking, so Coovengers, they do have the lead.
Yeah, Cookie Breaker just trying to operate on these cards and look for some angles, but I think Coovengers are forcing them to come to force Cookie Breaker to come to them.
Good shots. Spell card for the heal has been used.
Do you think Coovengers could actually...
Oh, the ult! Not enough to grab the kill, but Choco's here.
Oh!
Picked up 3. Can he get
yeah,
more?
Dark Choco getting in.
Oh, smart, not getting the extra.
No, yeah.
Dropped.
Blueberry Pie Cookie Mastery is definitely here for Binu. He 100% knows what he's doing with this pick. Goes in, has the range on the ultimate, really has it mastered, knows exactly how far he needs to go in to actually hit multiple players with that. That was really well played.
Yeah, now the tide has turned. Cookie Breakers, they're keeping the ground.
Yeah, and they're going to need to take down that Dark Choco if they want to reverse this game. It's going to be difficult.
Okay, Wapple on a nice flank angle here.
Oh, nicely done by Wapple! Who comes in?
Has the extra card. Uses the instant heal.
What a play by Wapple here!
That might have just been the game-winning play. I mean, there's only 45 seconds left here, and we're going to have to see Cookie Breaker have another big Hail Mary attack, perhaps set up once again by Binu. I think Coovengers should try to split up so that AoE potential from the ultimate to come through from Bearbird doesn't just rip them apart.
But only 30 seconds left. They really need to go for it now.
Certainly not too much time.
Ooh, big hit there from Suyeon. They're just going to turtle. And Cookie Breaker are out of time. I mean, they really have to make something happen here.
Yeah, because there's only so many choke points that you have to come from. You will get hit once you come. 16 seconds. Cookie Breaker.
Remember, they don't know where they are because they're brushes. So they have to try to clear that out.
10 seconds left.
It's now or never. You do need to come in.
All right, Binu's going to look for the angle. There's the engage, the ult.
Oh, they take it! They take it, but
Wapple.
Can they get the goal?
Wapple's out.
Wapple's out. Oh.
Wow. Wapple's out of there.
Waffle just escaped at the end, securing the win for the Coovengers.
That was smart.
I really feel like both teams, I mean, I am impressed because this closed beta, and even when we had the LAN party, the game hasn't been around that long for these players to actually have this kind of synergy and experience. But the crisp engages from Binu, Waffle's play there on the Peach Cookie, his flank angles, how many players he's able to find, their judgment of where the players are likely standing because they don't have the information. That was just a great game all around from both sides.
Was this game just out 2 days ago? I mean, how can you come out with such an advanced strategy so quickly? That's absolutely insane to me.
Yeah, Binu just having the perfect angle, knowing where to strike, when to strike, having that ultimate. Almost won them the game, but still, I think Peach is the key, running away, even when there's no time. And you have that many gold on yourself.
I really think also the blueberry, like the blueberry pie strategy when you're behind is really rough. Like obviously you have that all in where you teleport forward and use your ultimate, but your poke isn't relevant when there's just another peppermint cookie on the other side healing. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna chip away at them, then we'll go in, and then the Peppermint Cookie's like, well, I'm just going to heal your chip damage. So now both of those are gone. You know, both teams won't be able to go for Peppermint Cookie anymore.
Yeah, the other teams watching this match on stage might be learning a little bit because this is so high leveled between both teams. I'm curious to find out what other comps they have prepared, because you have to have at least 3 for this tournament.
Sure. And CookieRun taking every single game so far. That's pretty intense.
Undefeated, yeah.
Undefeated. That's what we said before, right? That the 3v3 games are a different story. Team synergy and team strategies are going to be very important, and it looks like CookieRun is really ready for the fight.
Yeah, if Avengers get one more game, they will 2-0, but even though it's a best of 3 in terms of sets, quarterfinals, we will play all 3 modes.
Yeah, so Cookie Breaker will get their chance to play Smash Arena.
Yes. So we will go there, and if that ends up being 2-1, we'll play 3 games. If it ends up being 2-0, it will still just be 2 games, but still on gold. So I think the key, whoever's holding the gold must be very cautious when you're engaging.
Sure. Although if the CookieRun win this game, they're already advancing to the semifinals.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Even though it's a 2-0, we will just play one more mode, so that everyone can play all 3 modes at least, even if you're knocked out from the quarterfinals. I think that's the key. But starting from the semifinals, we'll only have the 2 sets out of the 3 for the best of 3. So I believe they are ready to go soon. Okay, maybe
just making sure everyone is queued in together here.
Sure.
I think whatever issue that was there is likely resolved.
So we're just having the re-lobby very quickly. Shouldn't take too long.
But I think even for people at home watching this, they might want to see all the game modes, right? So
Yeah,
if you only have 2 zeros, it might be like a shame to not showcase like the Smash Arena.
Yeah, you want to see your favorite creator play all the modes, even if they do get eliminated. Maybe they'll win that 3rd one and take something home regardless. But it looks like we are ready finally here for what could be the final game of the series, even though we'll have more. I mean, this could be Cookie Breaker eliminated from the tournament if they lose this one, as we're going to have a Cherry Cookie comp versus Madeline here. And wow, all melee, no heals here for Cookie Breaker.
Oh yes, this is a pure dive comp coming out from Cookie Breaker. And Avengers, they do have Cherry.
So Wapple is going to play Cherry Cookie. I think the strategy for Cookie Breaker is going to be to try to get on top of this this damage dealer that can do so much damage from range. Because they don't have any range themselves, they have to isolate Wapple. They have to find him. He has 1 escape, but once it's down, they can threaten him.
Okay. Shot copy.
Outs down.
Wow, can you see how Cherry Cookie just escaped from dangerous situation? That's why Cherry Cookie is so useful right now.
Yeah, but you need to land those skill shots, okay, Strawberry. Trying to. Okay, give no space.
Defensive bomb is really good here for Wapple.
But can you handle all 3 melees at jumping on you?
The answer is no, not in this case. And now they're going to have to wait for Zuhim to regen before they go back in.
That's rough. That Strawberry is always going to be controlling on the top, it feels
now,
like.
Yeah, now this is where things get really tricky for the Vendors, because they need to find their way in. They don't have as many engage tools as Cookie Breaker do. Bomb's going to be one of them, though.
Huge engage again. Wapple runs away, sadly on him.
Maybe if they can synchronize the ultimates, you know, like going in with Madeline Cookie's Crash and Cherry's bomb at the same time, that might be really devastating.
Oh, also didn't get the card.
Yeah, this is looking rough for Vendors. I see what you're saying, Mag. At the same time, though, if you telegraph all that and the enemy team just splits and you don't hit any of those 3, then you're in a real bad spot. So it's a high-risk, high-reward situation, yeah. I do think that maybe that is what they're going to need to get back into this one, as they do have their ultimates back online. Now, Wapple may be the first one to start off. Here he goes.
Sending it.
Oh,
nicely done!
There's the combo!
And Dark Choco peeking all the gold.
Oh, yeah.
So, for those who don't know, the ultimate that Wapple used that does a ton of damage, but also has knockbacks. So if you place it like he did, you can actually knock the enemies closer to your team. So he did a bunch of damage, but also displaced them. And the follow-up was fantastic.
Yeah, dunk.
Although it's still far from over, because Dark Choco here is the tanker. And if Dark Choco stays in the back, it's going to be difficult for the 2 other teammates to survive without the tanker.
Some more pressure.
Wow!
The Giant Peach again!
And they stole all the gold, and they can get out. Zuhyun will keep his, but that is nowhere near enough.
What can you do against the Giant Peach?
cry.
And maybe look for a runaway, but you just can't.
Interesting to use the summon here, actually. It's just going to get burned down.
Yeah, the cooldown is actually pretty short from what I can recall.
Wapple in trouble.
Oh,
actually
jumps.
using it aggressively, and it might work out.
Still 1 to 6 in terms of gold count.
There's already 7 gold in the map, so the next 3 kills are going to be very important.
Yeah, but it's about 70. Set TV.
Oh!
Goes down, but
Can they catch it?
No,
Can they
Cherry
catch
can't
it?
go all
Does he
the
have the jump? He
way.
doesn't have his jump.
Cherry can't go all the
He
way.
had it, but he didn't have it at that moment.
Countdown
He has it now.
starts. 14. And
He needs to get
Bearboard
the kill.
has Bearboard has
They need to go for strawberry crepe. There is no choice.
Oh, but it's right next to their respawn. This
Yeah.
is GG.
Oh, very difficult.
All right, Cookie Breaker gonna strike back. Not gonna be the one-sided series that Coop Vendors were hoping for. And we're going to a third and final round of Gold Rush.
Got one down. Oh, strawberry crepe there. It turns out to be one of the MVPs.
Very nicely done from the Cookie Breakers. It looked like they had this game under control from the beginning to the start to the end.
Yeah. Lost control only for a brief moment, but we were able to get it back relatively easily.
Yeah.
It feels like I think they had a pretty big compositional advantage. It didn't seem like necessarily that was going to be the case, but it's kind of reminiscent of how you play Battle Royale, whereas there's only one range damage dealer, and eventually you're going to get on top of them. Eventually they're going to have a hard time doing that consistent damage. But I thought it was still relatively close. Now we're going to get into the game threes, where you get to that third and final round, where you're like, okay, what are we playing now? Because you've used 2 completely different compositions. The cookies are thinned out a little bit.
Yeah, 6 cookies out from the 16 available to play today. Then you only have 10 to choose from. And most of the tanks, from what I can recall, has been used already. And both sides use Peach. So there's less of an escape tool.
I wonder if this time the Coovengers will be pulling out the blueberry pie cookie and looking for that type of strategy that we saw from...
That's definitely
from Binu?
possible, right?
Yeah, from Binu in game, or rather round 1 here of game 2.
But now you're playing with your third comp, so it's really about who each team is going to have prepared for that kind of situation the best, because it's definitely not the cookies you're the most comfortable with.
Yeah. I think jerky cookie stocks go up. I think string cheese cookie stocks go up. You know, fruit punch is going to be one of your only tanks left. And we might see fruit punch cookie on both sides. I believe neither of them played it yet, so that could be what we end up with.
Oh yeah, or Ice Pop if you really want to go in. We'll see the comp as we will check out the final game of Gold Rush between Coovengers and Cookie Breaker.
Guessing fruit punch is definitely going to be involved.
Fruit punch on
Both
both
sides.
teams.
Oh
And
wow!
And Ice Pop
And
and
Ice
Assassin Ice Spot.
Yeah,
Cookie
looking
Breaker.
for the chili pepper here for Binu as well. A really risky pick, but I think you could see how powerful this cookie is in this mode compared to Battle Royale.
The Coovengers team's looking very balanced with strawberry crepe and fruit punch and blueberry pie to get damage from a distance. I think Suyeon is going to be very important in this game because he needs to get his attacks just right.
Ooh,
Got the
Apple!
grab in.
Not able to get the elimination there on the sad though.
Binu came in for Assassin. No kills yet.
A bit of a whip there from Airbird. Not going to feel great about that one. As Wapple can come over here on this flank. There's the summon.
Yep.
Desperate vision, and now here's the damage.
Binu from the back.
Yeah, Binu is really going for Suyeon right now. Trying to attack blueberry pie.
Yeah, the ultimate there from Suyeon.
Oh,
not
the
very
fruit
successful.
Oh!
Big damage.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a whiff there from Suyeon on the ult. I think that was really critical in the fight. And now Cookie Breaker have full control. They can sit back and just chill.
Cookie Breaker, but it's Fruit Punch holding the 2 gold. So they do have to be careful. Here's the Waffle bot again. So ends up using the card to pick up the second.
He got Giant and Vampirism.
Do you want to use it now? Oh, look, Fruit Punch running away because he's holding the gold.
I think Wapple making the right choice not to use his card
Yeah.
there. Although,
Oh, goes all the way
nicely
in! Was this the
done!
right choice?
I'm not sure.
Was
I
this
don't
the
think
right
so.
choice?
I don't think so.
Oh, look! Bearbird bringing him in all
Okay.
the way to the corner.
Can he get out even if
You
he
need-
gets the kill? I don't think
Oh,
so.
Jungduck joins.
Oh, that's a lot of time burned here.
And Suyeon gets caught and sniped. Oh man, sometimes you drag yourself in.
That was risky.
And
That
then
was
what
really
happens?
risky, and a good teamwork defensively there by Cookie Breaker. That's hurt. That
Yeah,
hurts.
that was Bear Bird. Oh, you want to come in? Okay. Come to my side.
See if Suhyun can find that same sort of teleport ultimate, because I think they're going to need something like that, like we saw from Bino in the first round.
Have the spell card, the knockback, and the attack up. Avengers, what can they do? Doesn't drag himself in this time. Good dodge from Sat TV.
Time is not on Kuvenger's side.
Yeah, but all you need to do is win one big team fight at the end. Sat TV in trouble? Misses the ice!
Nicely done by Waffle here. Tying things up.
Ooh, bit of a miss here from Wapple. He definitely wanted to hit that, but they still